me and MC are running camera less
Yeah,
because the government,
can't.
enemy of the state. You don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll say more legs, just because I feel like that's the right answer. So deal with it.
I say eyes.
Damn it, Sarah.
What?
What's
You
your
were the
argument for
tipping
eyeball?
point.
I feel
Who's
you're
having
more
to go
likely.
against?
You're more likely to lose a leg than you are to lose an eyeball. Like it's less
But
likely.
we're talking about
to lose an eyeball.
everything with a leg.
Everything.
That means
Okay.
the legs of my table too.
Legs in a
Oh,
chair.
we're on this conversation. Got
Yeah, we've had this one before.
And
it. We
the
have had this one before.
Yeah, no.
Doors.
Doors.
Versus legs.
Wheels
Wheels versus
doors.
doors.
How can you
Wheels
forget the epic battle?
Versus Doors was an interesting one.
It lasted 47 minutes.
Yeah. Let me in the conversation after that's done. See ya.
Like he hates the food. Also insects have a lot of both legs and eyeballs, but I feel like eyeballs rule in that majority.
For insects,
There's more fish. There's more
This
fish.
is still
too.
happening.
I
Hey,
did
you're
bring
fu-
up Marine.
back lot.
They're
Oh.
like got the same brain.
They have more eyes
Also-
than legs in some cases.
Bitch, I dropped that.
That was really.
It was definitely me. I was mansplaining. in this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did he say that after you said it, Sweet Pea, so that Drew could understand what you
Probably.
meant?
Yeah.
Yeah. I repeated it in manspeak.
And
No, did you literally saw me?
Yeah, a real one.
I need to speak.
Would tentacles count as legs?
Oh,
And
dude,
then
that's giving
also-
Sarah ammunition,
also-
by the way.
We have no proof that there aren't things at the bottom of the ocean. They could
They
just be
just
walking
discovered
around
new
down
one.
there.
They just discovered a whole new brand of new species out in South America. Yeah.
And there are fish with feet. I can't remember the name. I will find it. They're like what murlocs are based off of.
There are like lobsters which are marine and have multiple legs and only
There's also all the the bipedals, the horses and the frog and all the ones that have two eyes, 4 legs.
Do
Giraffes.
sea turtles
Elephants.
have legs or are those only fins?
Those are flippers.
But they use them to, because
they're
they're land.
flippers.
They can be on the land.
Yes, but they're flippers. They're made for swimming.
That's what I'm saying.
Is it something that you stand on? Is that the definition?
Could be.
What am I? When am I?
How am I?
And it does say there are creatures with legs. Like a mud skipper.
Probably.
I did a PowerPoint presentation
On legs?
on mud skiing,
On legs.
like 5th grade.
Legs. Long legs. These are stripper legs. These are horse legs.
Limbs. Person or animal walks and stands. That's beautiful.
No.
He can't access something. That's what it means.
Where were my Drew points? Okay.
No.
I think he's
His
trying not to
finger.
mess up your stream.
Mess it up. Fuck it up.
The curse, we already lost like 4 sponsors last week.
I don't want you losing more sponsors.
Yeah. Matthew McConaughey.
I feel like we
Yeah.
are always working against JP.
Technically, we were sponsored by Pound
The story of my
Games.
life.
And then
All
short.
the-
No.
I think that was Adam.
that was definitely me. All right then.
Lay down.
I think that was for you, Drew.
I don't know him yet.
We fought the lion. We fought the lion and it got away. It was still alive. I found a trident. Ruglin wants to badly make the beach into a business. So we agree on a 60-40 split of the money. It might be 90-10 now, but I can't remember. He just Amaya goes to interrogate Ruglin. He has 200 pieces.
How could you have forgotten? You said you just watched it right now.
Oh yeah, Ruglin puts his hand on Aldar and he gets slapped. And knocked out.
Yep.
And let's not
Also
spin around
found-
we here. It was one person who knocked him out.
And
Yeah.
Ruglin had 200 gold pieces on him.
Oh shit.
Keyword bad.
Had.
And-
Yeah.
I found
Nomad
the
and
note.
Angus try to make beer. Banana mead.
Yeah, well,
Mead.
That's mainly no, part of it was that Nomad arrived. He was passed out. He was drunk. He likes drinking and walking. I wrote Aldar and Nomad are besties now.
Yep. They had a chit-chat. Yeah, it says Aldar was creeping on Ruglin.
Found the chest.
I have a note that at 11:15 a.m. is high tide and at 2 a.m. is low tide.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have it memorized. I can't let it go.
The chest.
Yep.
I know we were hacking the ship to get the wood so that we could create the boat so we could escape, but also the shop that Ruben wanted. So there was talk about that, and then Jasora.
Drew,
was
I'd like to
exploring
unsheath
the
my
outer
sword.
band.
Yes, sir.
JP.
Okay.
Red River. I'm sorry.
Thank you. What's the sword called?
Is it gonna change though? Remember, it changed every time. Is it? Oh shit! All right, let me read it. Let's see. Sorry, I'll put the sword back. I just wanted to see what it was.
Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah. Okay. Refreshing.
Refresh my.
Yeah. I got it. Did you copy the trident, the standard trident, and then I added stuff to it? Is that how it works? I just don't know how it works in the background. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to know, the mechanics of it. Yeah, I really like Beyond, but the interface is weird in some ways. Yeah.
Holy moly. There's one called a salami. What's that? What's a salami? What the hell? This weapon becomes the weapon rolled for 1 hour. That's cool. I would have never thunk of this. This is awesome. Never had this.
Yeah, pantaloncitos, tequila for kids. Yeah. I just created a website called thelegcompany.com. Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Maybe. Okay. The D10. It's the third one from the top, or the fourth one, 15th one.
Beautiful.
Hold on. Hold on.
Alright, I'm gonna go with this one then.
It
Literally tells you.
Does it?
It says D10 at the
You
bottom
click
of
on
it.
It doesn't say it on my phone.
It says it on
It's
my
the third.
phone.
It's the third from the top.
It is the third from the top.
Okay. That's being funky. Hold on. Right. Third from the top, and roll for everyone. Bam. A tree. Oh, okay. So it goes like in descending order. The first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Very nice. Okay. I'd like to just keep that out in my hand for now.
Was it a salami? What is it? I like that for you. Hey, a salami could come in handy.
What if we're starving?
Yeah. break.
All right, so I think this is the middle of the night. I'm gonna turn to Nomad and be like, I think we should go to sleep. Maybe we could deal with this in the morning. I'd like to take this back to the camp as well.
Alright, sounds good to me. Mind if I hop on your back again?
Sure, let's go.
I love the beginning of this bro.
Yeah, this-
going on.
I'll never.
I picture just the two of us playing in the background.
Just the two of us.
You're building castles in the sky, you know, there's not much to do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the other camp has got Rublin, right? No, we're not. We don't trust him. Oh.
I want to explore the deep part of the cove. So, yeah.
I mean, I'll stay at the beach.
I'll
Yeah.
go with her. Won't be going down deep.
That works.
I'm gonna hang out like kind of above. I'm gonna stay shallow, but I'll be,
She's just keeping an eye.
God damn it.
Does the A in Amaya not make you think of Alexandra?
Now it's now it's done. Excellent. Thermoclines.
That Mike Cox song guy used to live another one with Barry McDonough in it.
Still a lot. $18. No way. That is crazy. I am not. No, I'm looking at my spells to see what the heck. I don't have
what you
any-
found.
an anchor.
An anchor?
Yes. But I'm not strong, so I'm not gonna try to lift it out there because it's just useless. Well, Well, it's just I have a spell that allows me to change the flow of the water as I direct it, but it's only for a 5-foot cube. So it's like I can get it loose, but I can't unless I just keep manipulating the water around it until I bring it all the way up to the top. No, I know they're extremely heavy. That's why I'm like, I don't think I can use that spell. Yeah. No, they're very heavy.
No, depends on the size of the vessel. Yeah. Is it a big one? Like. Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Ravassier.
Okay, I try to go through it. $16. Shipwriting. 16. Bamboo wood is really good. Bamboo wood and crevice. Okay. I'm gonna try to get them out, even if it's one at a time. Like I'll spend my whole day doing that. $16.
Damn, Daniel.
Okay.
Very nice. High five.
This, wanna ask Amaya, is this all you saw down there? Was there anything else?
I did see a anchor, but it was too big for me to be able to try to get by myself.
We don't want any anchors. We want wood.
Well, maybe
So
we
let's leave
maybe
that
we
down
can
there.
use-
Anchor could be
I
helpful.
prioritize the wood over the anchor as well.
Yeah, why do we need anchors? We want to go. We don't want to stop.
Yeah, but
Has
we
no
may-
brakes, man.
We may need the anchor to navigate. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if we wanna
Yeah, what if we need to
place.
stop somewhere?
Yeah.
We don't want our boat to float away, damn it.
adventure gold and women
Mm.
or orc women?
We
Yeah.
could build a furnace. melt it down, and repurpose the metal into weapons.
Or,
As are able.
Shit.
another option is for
Hey, things
now, we yeah yeah the first ever Hard Rock casino.
It's hard.
Yeah,
Well, there will be a casino here at some point.
yeah, drawing the tourist. Another idea is we can use some of the rope we've salvaged here and there, and just tie the rope. It doesn't have to be strong rope. To something that floats, and then that way we mark the spot where it is, and then when we have a vessel, we can recover it with the vessel.
By our vessel.
I was also
Yeah.
gonna
Good idea.
recommend. I was also gonna
Yeah.
recommend with the rope, just us like a tug of war, just bringing
Yeah.
it up or working
it'll
together,
be-
trying to get it to more shallow water.
Yeah, and it'll be easier to do once we're on the vessel, because then it'll be in place where it needs to be. That makes sense.
Cletus?
Yeah.
That does make sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost
So we'll
too
just-
much.
Then the other thing we can do if it's too heavy is we can. What's the fellow's name that lives here? Forgot his name. Sorry.
Ruglin.
Ruglin. Yeah. Ruglin. Yeah. Maybe he was talking about balloons. Maybe we can build a small version of a balloon, fill it with air, and use that to lift the anchor underwater, make it buoyant.
Ooh.
The problem with
Why are we
Kate's
giving into
balloon
this
is
fucking
he doesn't-
balloon idea?
he doesn't have any.
It's just to rescue the damn anchor. I don't care about his balloon.
That's
idea.
all.
He can then use it for whatever. Smoking a doobie. Yeah, so long, motherfucker.
Yes.
Red
I'm gonna
River.
look away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Red River or Angus?
Looking a little down there, bud. What's going on?
Yes.
Yes.
Cajun.
Yes. Louisiana.
He was a Louisiana Cajun boy.
Hey, what is that supposed to mean?
Some terrible imitation.
I still have my sword out.
Have your
my sword out. Yeah, I still do. Yep.
A pointy stick.
Aldar, did you mean to do this?
Well, he started it. He touched me.
Oh, so you touched him.
You gotta keep your hands to
We
yourself.
need to
bud. Here's
hold
the-
on. We need to time out. Drew, your audio is not coming through the stream.
Oh no.
No,
No, I
the
do
stream
not
hears
at all.
everyone but you.
R.I.P.
This is why you keep your chat open.
Bum, bum, bum.
Well, I have our chat open, so.
This is why we have you, Scooby.
Thank you, Swiffer. All right, let's give it 30 seconds to catch up. Checking how I sound now. Here I go talking. Oh, we're good?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. I was messing with noise gates and I forgot to turn it off.
Whoops.
But thank you, Swiffer. Basically, I made a bunch of hilarious jokes and everyone loved it. Where were we?
Everybody's favorite DM.
Oh, yeah, my boy was very upset. Yeah, your boy over there, he beat me and stole my money, and I require retribution or the deal's off.
Well, can you prove that? How do you wait? What do you mean they stole your money?
He gestures to his face.
Well, I mean, he did beat you up, but he said you touched him, so I feel like that's like gray area. You know, you touched him, so you kind of deserve to get hit. But what about the money situation? Did you do that?
Well, I had the money when I was conscious, and then I didn't have the money after your boy throttled me, like a child's
What about
plaything.
your monkey? What about your monkey? I feel like he's a money grubbing.
How
Maybe
dare
maybe
you
dropped-
besmirch the honor of Barney, my one and only true companion?
Maybe you dropped it. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll ask around, but like we have to be civilized. I mean, it's only us here. Let's try to
Yeah.
let's focus on the goal at hand. Let's not be narrow and
Yeah.
short-sighted. You know, we're thinking loftier goals here.
I
That's
feel
not
like
If you
smart.
propose we would get rid of them anyways, there's no way for anybody to leave the island.
Angus and Red River need to make a persuasion check to see if they can
Alright.
calm him down.
Everybody, clear out your pockets.
Okay.
Hold on,
Listen, if none of us have an additional amount of gold that we started with, then most of us have no gold. So, I mean, I'm fine with showing my pockets.
All right. What's in everyone's pockets?
0
Fuck
gold.
off.
Oh.
I'm not showing you my pockets.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You can't trust antler folk. Look at that son of a bitch.
Okay, we don't have to get racist in here.
I'm about to rage.
Nope. Okay, calm down. I'm trying to get in between.
I'm gonna hop on Eldar's shoulders, like
As
I'm gonna pull out my stick.
my God, a showdown is it? Rublin spits to the ground.
A little joust is underway.
What was this? Is kind of like I'm envisioning like remember when we did this like in the pool? Like you had like joust in the pool.
Yeah.
Got each other's shoulders.
Yeah, except you,
Chicken fight.
neither of us had knocked each other unconscious the previous day. That's the only difference here. Well, as far as I can remember, you might have hit me so hard I don't remember. But what's Rublin says? Forget it.
Can we do an intimidation? I'm just gonna look at them menacingly and like just kind of about to rage and kill them.
Sure.
Look.
Make me an intimidation with advantage because he believes that you could kill him.
Come on, baby.
I can't see your roll. I don't have that screen up.
With advantage at 21
Jesus.
on the dot.
Yeah, he you can't roll a 21 on the dot. There's only 20 sides on the die.
Oh, I mean like +2.
How dare you?
The advantage adds something, doesn't it?
Oh, you just roll twice to take the good one. That is plenty. And he just goes. He walks off in a huff. He says, "Just make sure I get my money and keep him away from me." And they like cower into the woods.
Yeah. 70-30 split, right?
He's already gone.
I heard him say it. I heard him. Wait.
What do you guys want to do?
Can we investigate what we can build with 4 bundles of wood?
Yeah.
Is it like half raft, like nothing? Was it even worth it?
This is a good start. Everyone who wants to answer that question, roll me a shipwriting check.
Why not?
How much bundles did we get from the other ship that we're scrapping apart?
So right now we were at 0 at the start of this thing.
Oh man.
I rolled a 17.
Oh nice. 14.
I'm gonna see if someone can beat Sarah.
I got 18.
That is enough for me to give all of the information. So you know that 4 is enough to build the following. Although this may be a moot point now. A crane for Rublin, although it would take some significant designing. A gate, an opening and closing gate for Rublin again at the entrance of the cove. And you believe it's enough not to repair the ship that's sunk to full power, but you could repair the hull to where it could float. It is not enough to create your own thing yet.
Let's repair.
Oh shit. Yeah, repair sounds Like the way.
So that would be the ship that's sunk in the cove. In order to repair it, you'd first need to free it.
Oh.
Oh shit.
And it's squeezed in between two boulders. Like it's not like an easy just have it ship. It's like it's in the crevice of the two boulders.
Right.
So the play here.
So it sounds like, it sounds like the crane needs to be made then.
And we've already hacked at its deck because we were trying to get the wood from there anyways, and I believe Angus had asked how much wood how many bundles have we recovered from said hacking.
So in my head, that was not enough to like destroy the deck and take wood off of it. That felt like a test to me, unless I just misunderstood what was happening.
Yeah, he was testing the.
Yeah, he was like, "Is this wood rotted or is this wood like good?" But that shit, just based on the like your calculations and your high ship rating roll, it will be significantly easier to repair that ship than to build your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Can we repair the ship while it's underwater and then find a way to remove the water, like bail it out with buckets or something?
It is like 25 feet underwater.
Never mind.
Where like it's
Hold on.
yeah.
Hold on. 25 feet underwater in high or low tide? Because that'll change the approach.
So that's the question to be asking. That's in standard high tide.
Right. So when it's low tide.
I was hoping you guys wouldn't sort that
How
out
exposed
immediately,
is that
but
tide?
yeah. Sarah's gonna correct me, but you can see the deck of the ship at low tide.
Oh my
shit.
god.
I don't know if
I'd like to give Red River a single gold coin for his ingenious idea.
Thank you, sir.
Rublin runs out of the forest and says, "Where'd you get that?"
I fucking throw one up. You know what I'm saying?
And he runs back into the woods,
I
upset.
think in this world, I wouldn't throw like my index up because that would be natural for us humans.
Yeah, yeah.
In orcs, they throw the pinky up.
Because they're fancy orcs.
The pinky.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense to me.
But every time I throw one up, I'm throwing the pinky.
It's a pinky.
That's a,
Yeah.
It's a thank you.
So low tide is at 2 a.m.
That's right.
So we'll need to do a night shift on this for probably a couple nights.
Yeah. Well, we can patch it out during the day because we got some merfolk.
Yeah.
And
They're
then we'll
limited
just-
on what you can do, kind of, underwater, no?
Like it'll
I
be
think we can patch.
even mermaids. You're gonna be working at like a lower speed.
Yeah.
But we're jumping ahead of the game. How are we like? How are you affixing the wood? You know what I mean? Like once we get into that, we can talk about that. Also, just a reminder, because not everyone just listened to the episode like I did. You have an eastern and western section of the cove as well.
Yeah.
Eastern, Western, and Deepens.
Yeah.
Would it be best that we have like a team to go scavenge from our wood and then like another team
Yes.
to just start fixing stuff?
Yep. We need to look for more wood.
I'll be a fixer. Good ship. Like part of my pie is for shipwriting, so.
Just say it, so you're the ship expert. Just rub it in their
Yeah.
face.
I started filling out my pie. I want to keep filling out my pie for shipwriting.
Also, today's episode is brought to you by Pi Day on 314.
Man, that's good shit, and it's 2 days from now.
Oh. Yeah.
So who's doing what?
I'll do ship writing as well.
I'm going to. Well, let's see how we distribute because we need not even to distribute the teams, but we need teams that make sense for the task at hand.
I'm really
So-
good at telling people what to do.
Angus starts building a ladder to stand above everyone.
A clipboard.
yeah, he builds a clipboard out of the wood you have.
Yeah, yeah.
Merfolk per team. Sarah should probably be on scavenging.
I'll accompany Amaya and do, you know, when she brings it up to the surface, I'll schlep it over there.
Yeah, I think we have strength, so we should be somehow putting the wood on there, on the ship. We need to figure out how we're going to actually fix it to the ship, though.
Yeah, a couple of ideas come to mind.
Yeah.
Just from my experience from previously, as an orc. One is we can repurpose nails from other sections of the boat. here. Right.
Yeah.
There's a fair bit of ornamental and like things that are not structural, and you just repurpose those nails into nails where you do need them.
Hey,
Were there
Oh,
any
yeah.
nails we can salvage from the empty wooden chest we found?
Yes. Yes. Much of that is like brass and iron nails.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
idea. The other thing that comes to mind is Super Jill, what's the name of your character? Sorry, I forgot.
Just so.
Sora.
Just Sora. Yeah, the names are just so exciting. What? We should have chosen Tim,
Ra-
Jessica,
Reggie and Jorge. Yeah.
Annabelle, you know, just Sora. Maybe another idea that comes to mind is maybe we can maybe you can befriend some animals around here. There could be something that's releases something that's sticky, you know, some kind of thing we can repurpose or something we can harvest from the local wildlife, right? I don't know what lives here. I'm not a
Yeah,
merc.
I haven't seen too much like ocean wildlife, but I can go out of the cove maybe a little and see if there's any.
Yeah, maybe there's some sticky business we can use as some kind of glue or something. Who knows what? We gotta get crafty with whatever is around. There's gotta be more stuff around that we're not thinking about.
I'll go
We'll
explore.
hammer all of them with a rock.
Okay. You solved my riddle.
The bloody rock.
Oh, the same rock. That's nice.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Who wants to do first? I feel like we've got a team of scavengers. We've got someone who wants to explore the ocean, and we've got people who want to examine the ship more. Maybe. Who wants to go first? And what is that? Who are those teams?
I'm with Amaya to do recovery stuff. So far.
Do you
I want to
guys?
explore the west and the east.
Yeah. Do you guys? I guess Red River and Amaya. Do you want to do a little excavate, little checking out of the cove here?
That's correct.
East or west?
Is he with Amaya or is he with Jasora?
Oh shit.
Amaya.
Amaya. Yes,
You.
he's with you.
Okay, no, that's fine. I just wanted to clarify.
Roll. Let's see what you're east or west, peeps.
Where have we been? Sorry.
You've
We've
only
been
done
to the
deep.
deepest.
Hmm.
Okay. You pick, Merfolk.
West.
The Western collection of. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to read that. It's only about 20 feet deep, and you can actually see clearly once you swim over there, Amaya, that there is lumber, usable lumber. It's only about 20 feet below the surface. It lies on the bottom of a basin, surrounded on 3 sides by like almost cylindrical 10-foot coral formations. These formations are home to a variety of colorful anemones, including bright yellows, pinks, and oranges in dazzling patterns.
Beautiful.
As you approach, roll me a nature check, please.
$16.
Sarah, can someone investigate? Sarah's not rolled under a 15 since we've been playing this game. I think this is the 4th or 5th
That's
session.
a lie. I have
Guys,
rolled.
this is unsurprising. Sarah
Right.
used to trounce all of the rolls.
That's
before.
true. I used to know this. Sarah,
Yes.
with your incredible knowledge of nature and sea life, you realize that there are fish here more than the rest of the cove, which is odd because you know that there's not much sea life since the sea lion disrupted it. But they're swimming lazily, even when you approach. Like they don't scamper away like regular fish. And these anemones, as you get closer to them, you know as Nox anemones. They release a pheromone to attract and slowly stun wildlife. What would you like to do?
I would like to. I'm assuming that. Oh wait, does not Red River have his trident of truth with him? It allows him to speak to the critters. I can't speak to animals, but he could.
He totally
How
can.
How deep is this?
Only like 20 feet.
Oh, I got this. I got this. I'm gonna do. What do you want me to do? I just swim down there. 20 feet's doable.
Yeah, 20 foot. Yeah, that's doable for Red River.
I just want you to inquire to the fish to see what's up with them, because the sea anemone is kind of dangerous. It stuns the wildlife, so I don't want it to stun us.
All right. Yeah. Let me do a riz on this fish. How does it work? How does the trident of truth work? Hold on a second. Magic weapon, the trident appears to move.
Actually,
Well, the trident you can use an actual cast. Speak to the animals. What is my cast? Speak to the animals.
oh, you just do it. If you just tell me you do that and you do it.
Yep, I do it. I'm gonna holler at the.
It only works on fish creatures or aquatic creatures, and it only lasts for 10 minutes.
That's fine.
What do you say?
I'm gonna holler at the little fish and say, "Hey, is there protection from this anemone?"
Man, it's chill. Wait. Man, it's chill as hell down here. They all answer at once.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You gotta come down here, man. It's chill as hell.
Yeah, man, I love your vibe. Hey, listen, we're trying to get this wood back up to the surface.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah. You guys remind me of my friend Dory. You guys have any tips? Can you provide any help?
Just be careful, man. We came down here with more bros. As they say that, for comedic effect, a large, long eel pops out from behind one of the coral and eats several of the fish.
Yeah, that's not
Watch out, man! One of them says it like way too late, like after his friends have been eaten.
Yeah.
They got Curtis, bro! That sucks, man. Shit.
I love that guy. I only just met him, but he seemed cool.
Fuck.
Amaya, any other questions we need to ask these folks? Should we talk to an anemone? Or no?
What's up, dude? That's an anemone. Are they alive or are they plants?
I think they're plants.
Are plants not alive?
Well, are they aquatic creatures that can be communicated with?
I don't know how you would communicate with
Because
it.
I think we communicate with all of these telepathically, right?
Yeah. This fish isn't opening his mouth to call you his bro. This is all.
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah.
It's like Aquaman business.
For comedic effect, the anemone says, "What's up, bro?"
Yes, the anemones are predatory marine invertebrates.
Oh yeah, dog. I'm predatory as fuck. What's up?
What's up, dog? Hey, listen. We're trying to retrieve the wood that's around here.
I don't know what the fuck that means, dog. You should come closer. I can't hear you, baby.
No, big tough. Listen, you're kind of dangerous. Hey, listen. We need you to be chill for a second. Obviously, you just ate. You're good. We need you to chill and not be doing any kind of defensive business. We're not here to hurt you. We're just gonna get the wood and be out of your business.
Hashtag never not hungry. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check
Yeah, we'll don't do that.
against this creature.
21.
I like you, bro.
Roll a nat 20.
I like you, bro.
20 plus 1.
Man, shit. Come on down here, baby. But watch out. There's a little slinky boy down here. He's a real stinker. His name's
I'm gonna have-
Frederick. What's
Is
up?
that the name of the video?
Yeah.
But I don't think eels are that dangerous to merfolk, Sarah. We can outsort that thing.
But
No,
you do.
yeah, I'm gonna have my familiar, my octopus familiar with us just to help us. Extra set of hands.
Yeah.
Is it also named Simone?
I love this for the familiar.
No, its name is Oswald.
Oh, Oswald. As Oswald approaches, the eel does come out to attack him. But technically, Red River can still talk to it, I guess, if you want to try and talk to Frederick. But the spores are not. There's no stunning effect as the fish slowly start swimming away.
Yeah. Frederick, you wanna put this eel under control here? You wanna help out?
I sound like a third voice. I'm Frederick the Eel.
Oh, you're Frederick the eel.
That's
Hey,
me.
Frederick, Bro, chill, man. I know you're here, you're surviving, you lived here for many time. We're just trying to get the wood, bro.
Is that
Get
this
the wood.
odd brown material here?
Yes, the foreign brown material doesn't belong here. It may even harm your feeding situation. So
I've
just gonna,
actually had trouble eating it.
yeah, it's no good. It's no good. You might get sick from it. So we're gonna remove it from the environment. Do you a favor, and we'll be on our way.
Can I take a nibble out of you, please?
Unadvisable. That might make you sick as well.
Make me a deception check. Or a persuasion, whichever you want.
I got something for him. Hold on a second.
You're dropping that hot riz, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, I went with a 5 deception.
That's not very good.
Yeah,
Man,
it's not
you
great.
look delicious as fuck. Come on down here, baby.
Damn, son. So
I just want a nibble. I ain't gonna kill you, baby. I just want a nibble.
you want to see what's going on? Yeah, that's cool.
You let me get a nibble, you can have all that brown business.
Yeah. I have the trident fastened to my back, but now I don't.
Okay.
Now it's out.
You have it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's business time, son.
Okay.
Yeah. We got busy with Bessie here. I said, dog. This is the last time I'm telling you. You don't want to take a bite out of this. If you want to take a bite out of this, come at me.
Oh man, I love biting. He
One finds out, son.
he swims towards you. Let's see who's faster.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Next saving throw.
Yeah.
Damn, son. I can't do under one.
I'm not gonna lie to you. He rolled a 17 plus 3 at 20.
I'm chilling at a 5, son.
Man, he's like, oh, gotcha. He says as he's got his mouth wrapped around your leg.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
takes a chunk out. I shit you not for 10 damage.
Well, that's what
shit,
happens
JP.
sometimes. That's what happens sometimes. You look around and you find out.
And he says, I'm an eel of my word, baby. And he takes that chunk of your flesh and he goes back behind his squirrel.
That's what we are. That's life right now.
There's a lot of blood coming out of you, and filling this space.
But now we're here.
Yeah,
With-
get the wood.
With
Yeah,
Oswald's
I know.
help, with the three of
You
you,
paid the toll. That was it.
Maya, Oswald, and Red River, you're able to recover 5 bundles of poor quality wood.
Poor quality?
Yeah.
But we left more behind, right?
No, that's like going back and forth. There's 5 total
That's all
together.
the wood that was in there.
Yeah. There's like some more wood, but as you get a hold of it, like it's rotted and it's like waterlogged.
Falling apart.
When I tell you the bundles you got, that's not how much was there. That's how much was usable. That's, you know what I mean?
Okay, got it.
Do they come back to the
Yeah, like you see them working. Like this takes probably like 45 minutes or something. So you see them coming back and forth.
Can
Can I do a medicine check on Red River?
I just heal him?
Oh.
As you're looking at him, be like, "How bad is this?" She casts a healing spell, and his calf like heals over. But it turns like a light pink. Rublin appears from the woods and points at his face and runs back into the jungle. What is everyone else doing? And what's our wood count? Is anyone keeping up with the wood?
It's 9.
Okay.
Fully recovered, it's 9.
Okay, but some of it was poor and some of it was like good.
Yeah, wait. I thought it was.
5?
Was it not 4 bundles of poor, or was it?
5 bundles of
No, it was
4 and 4 bundles of
5.
bamboo. That was
That's what I have.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Let's hear from some other people. What's everyone else doing?
Are we able to like take the bad wood and like kind of work it down into better wood, like kind of scrape off all the bad parts and repurpose it maybe for like something else on the ship?
Couldn't we use it just to kind of keep him happy? It's for what's his face's shop. Doesn't have to be the best of wood. We can always tell him we'll ship him back more wood if not later, whatever. Or whatever your conscience tells.
Angus, if there's a way, you're holding, you get some of the wood that's like rotted and fucked up. just from your alchemy days, you know that it's infected with something called lumberworm, which is basically just worms get inside the wood, they slowly eat it up, and it becomes like low value because they just keep eating holes in it and eating all the fiber in it. If you can find a way to either like fill those holes inside the wood or like alchemize it in some way to make it watertight, I'd hear you out, but you'd have to tell me how you do that. Like, and you could also, like Sarah said, you could also use the shitty wood to build him his little lemonade stand if you want. But if you want to salvage the like garbage wood, I'll give you a bonus to all the wood you find thereafter, but you'd have to solve that problem.
Could I like mix up some of like maybe like the sand and like rocks and stuff like that with the banana and use it as like a paste that I can fill up the holes?
What
Just
would
like
a-
churn it up for a couple days, see if I can like fill up the holes with all that.
Let's start that project. I love wheels, but this is a short wheel. Let's say this is a wheel with 3 pieces.
Okay.
And gathering the stuff is the first piece, which, if you want, you can spend this day gathering the material and building like a little makeshift kiln or something to do this.
Yeah, I'll spend the day doing that.
Angus has got big plans. I've not heard from... Who? Jasora, we're doing ocean exploring. Do we want to do that?
I'll look for also like a potential paste, and I mean I originally was going to a boat, but I know I'll eventually run out of nails probably. So you have to have other substances first.
Roll me like a perception check. And this will just count for you, like, surveying the area around the island.
8.
So you find very little of value around the island other than, like, just standard rock formations and stuff. But along the northern side, you, like, feel the current as you're leaving the cove that's leading. Like, a current is kind of forming this cove very slowly. You can see there's stuff all along the bottom of the ocean, even leading up to the cove. Like random detritus, like even just rocks and like silt and bullshit. But you think there might be stuff in there as well.
It's at the mouth of the cove?
Yeah, like it's kind of like building up at the mouth, not making a dam really, but you know, like when you see in old textbooks, you'd see like a river and all the shit at the bottom. It's like that, but only right in front of the cove.
How deep is it?
I feel like it's like a bay, so it's not crazy deep, but it's deep enough for 40, 50 feet, 60 maybe. Like it's not even across, because it's supernatural. But it's not crazy deep. Like it gets a little dark, but not scary. Too scary for Jasora.
Okay.
You've gone deeper. This wouldn't be like, oh shit, this is the deepest I've ever gone. You know?
Can I don't want to like
Die?
I'm a little skeptical of like fully going out the mouth of the cove right now, but
Right.
can I just explore kind of what's closest to me?
Roll 1d10. Don't roll a 1.
Did you say that? Rolled a 9.
Between 2 small hunks of coral, you find a wooden staff. And as you like pull it out, like you realize it has no handle, and it's less of a staff and more of a club. You're not sure exactly what it is, but it's like 3 feet long. Make me a medicine check as you hold it there in the water. You recognize this, and you feel silly for not recognizing it before. Have you had a history of like healing people or spending any time near like a healing place?
No, not necessarily. No.
You in a textbook at Mermaid Community College one time, you saw that some people that lose their limbs can be treated by very specific Viridian Empire doctors, and this is a prosthetic leg with a spring built into it. Basically, if someone lost their leg, this would replace it and increase the jumping distance of the person wearing it.
So the foot end of it is the spring.
Yeah. And that's what you find.
Is it prosthetic?
It is a prosthetic leg with a spring. It's spring loaded.
I stare at it.
You
not
love
knowing
it.
what to do. But I do bring it back to everyone and say, I don't know why I keep finding things.
Weird shit.
I just want to find something useful.
What's what's Nomad doing and what's Aldar doing?
So I see Angus trying to make this paste, and I would like to use previous knowledge of brewing, where I've messed up before and I've made a very watertight hard paste. Basically, if you heat up whatever you're fermenting to a certain temperature, then it becomes just like rock solid. So I go over to Angus and I propose the idea that we kind of slather it on there and then try to like slowly basically char the outside of these boards with this paste on it to improve the quality.
I like what I'm hearing. Let's fill in a piece of that puzzle. And I feel like you could use the brewing thing that you guys started earlier in the stone.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So I don't feel like you need to build anything. Maybe you start a fire under it, but you're all capable adventurers where you can do that. You guys are well on your way to turning these nanner paste into the most potent weapon on the Scattered Sea. Aldar, I assume you're trying to hunt down Ruvlin? Do we think Aldar's not there?
Hold on. You guys cut out for a second. What'd you say, Drew?
I said Aldar, a shark attacks Aldar. Roll initiative.
Alright, let's fucking go.
No. What's Aldar doing while everyone's busy working?
I thought I was doing the ship riding, but what else was there on the checklist that we needed to do?
That is up to you guys.
I thought you said there was something.
No one has really explored the inside of the ship.
That was it. I want to explore the inside of the ship.
It is midday, so it's a bit of a dive, but it's not like crazy down there. But I do need an athletics check from you.
Okay.
And I can't see it. You gotta tell me when it happens.
Yeah. Okay. Athletics check. Here we go. It is. Oh fuck. It was a 1 + 3. A 4.
You dive down without taking a breath, and it's scary. You ever been underwater and it gets a little scary because you oh no, where did all the air go that I usually use? Although you get a little scared. You get a little scared, and you drink a little bit of that cove water, and you surface immediately, and you're coughing a lot. Can you draw me a circle, MC?
Draw a circle?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I just
Okay.
did it in the air.
Okay, no. I need you to get a piece of paper and draw a circle on it.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, if that's too difficult,
You want me to do it for
Sarah's
you?
gonna do it for you. Sarah, can you get a piece of paper out and draw a circle with a plus sign in the direct center?
You're not my robot.
Thank you, Sarah.
This is gonna be a 4-piece pie, and we're gonna fill in the first delicious square of it, or the first slice of it.
Oh
And
Is
just
that bad?
at the top, could you write Aldar hydrophobia?
Okay, I was about to be pissed if you had
Yeah.
Yeah, he
pizza filled in.
he learned shipwriting. He's an expert. Amazing.
Draw that circle
Go through an
in one piece,
apprenticeship.
just one pie. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fill in the
it's
whole pie.
it's a whole pie, and then fill it in. What is
Do
Red
we get
River?
to eat the pie afterwards?
Yes, I will send you a pie. That's not true. I feel like the day has passed as everyone's very busy and MC's just choking on nasty water. What does everyone want to do?
I would like to, well, are we gonna work on it at 2 a.m. or are we gonna rest tonight and just... get back to
Down to
that.
start working. I didn't do too much. So.
Yeah, you got. I mean, it can still be the day too. I don't want to advance the day if you guys aren't ready. Whatever you want.
Are you rushing me, DM?
I've never even been to Russia.
I'm gonna, now that I think we have obtained a few things to start working on the ship, maybe.
Hmm.
I'm gonna survey, like, what needs to be repaired on this boat.
You take a deep breath, and as a mermaid, remember you don't have to. As you dive into the ship, I have a lot to tell you about the ship. How do you enter the ship?
How do I enter the ship?
Yeah, how do I say this? Let me try again.
One of those holes in the hole.
Yeah, that's what I needed to know. So, you're entering from the bottom of the ship through the hull. Basically, the front half is like busted open with a huge hole. You think, just through observing it, it probably hit something big, like an island or a sandbar or an iceberg or something. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check as you check out the ship.
Wait, Drew.
Yes,
Is
Queen?
this, like, lost? Are we dead? We all dead.
It's an 11.
An 11, yeah, so that reveals a lot about this ship. I have the ship parsed into 3 sections. The bilge deck is the bottom, where the bilge water kind of builds up. The hold is the middle, and then the deck is the top. You enter through the bilge, it's the bottom, and you recognize that it looks like things have been moved around in the section that's not destroyed. And there's a ladder, a broken ladder leading up to the second level, the like hold of the ship, and like obviously a hole at the top of the ladder. And you see something odd. In the back of the ship that's still intact, you see a creature sitting down and taking notes. Upon further inspection, it is you recognize it to be a Tide merfolk like yourself. It has not noticed you.
I get spooked for a second.
Yeah, you
I
die.
wasn't expecting to
You
see,
take 1d10 psychic damage.
expecting to see something down there. But I will swim closer.
As you
Not
do,
trying to hide necessarily.
you feel, well, you see this. He's much grayer than you are. Like I imagine you're like a light blue. He's like a blue gray. He turns to you, like his head snaps towards you, and then it looks back. And as you get closer, you can see that he's looking at a little bit of like lichen that's formed in the inside of the ship. What do you want to do?
Say hello. Hello?
He puts a hand up in your direction.
Oh. Am I interrupting something?
Very busy.
How long have you been here?
Moment. He swims out, like he's made a little reed curtain, like a light curtain to separate his side of the ship from the rest of it. He says, time inconsequential, doing research.
What are you researching?
He like, you see excitement in his eyes for the first time. He gestures you towards him. He points at like a section of the ship that's growing like this green-yellow like algae. He says, this mass has grown significantly faster than increased rate. He points at another form that looks about the same, and he says, that's been half the age and growing twice as fast. Researching this anomaly.
How long have you been researching? How long have you been down here? I know you said time's inconsequential, I get that, but...
More than 100 cycles.
Interesting. What's your name?
Doblos.
Did you say Dobbles?
Doblos.
Okay, well, it was nice to meet you. My name's Sora.
Hmm.
Nice to see a fellow Tide folk. I haven't met my people in a long time. Did you come from a group?
Yes, my tribe researches. I'm doing my work. Excuse me. He goes back to the lichen.
I'll be right back. You might be meeting like a few other people very soon.
Unlikely.
Heads up. Oh, okay.
He doesn't look up from his work.
I'm not gonna immediately go back to everyone because since he's not a threat, so I'm gonna keep looking around the boat if that's okay.
Yeah, he stabs you in the throat. No, so you, yeah, as you go up in the boat, you find like several broken shelves and like barrels and several like wooden detritus that's all like jacked up and it's on kind of the floor of the ship. There's like a you can clearly make out like what looks to be a barracks because it's very similarly designed to the ship that you were on. There's like a large bench in between, and then several like places where little cots would hang. There's many vertical beams. Some of them still have hooks in them to kind of hold those cots. It looks like it could house about 20 people in this area. And the hooks hang very high on the beams as there's space for crews to be like one on top of the other. There's also... Sorry, there's a lot in this ship. There's a captain's quarters that you can tell just based on like a thick oak door hangs and it's like bigger than the other rooms. Above the door is a metal arch with signage that you can't read. One of the walls inside the quarters holds 3 shelves. And like what's left of the books that used to be there is like kind of like destroyed, but you can tell it used to be books. And there's like seaweed and algae all over this room. Bed frame is sort of there, but not really. There's just mostly exposed wooden slats. But there's a broken chair and a wooden desk with a drawer that is still closed.
Try to open the drawer.
You open the drawer and you die. That joke gets funnier every time. It's just to buy me time so I can tell you what's in this drawer. You don't really have to investigate it, because inside the drawer is a single book. For some reason, this book is not affected by the water or the time it's been down here. It seems pristine. You have the book.
And is that all that's there really significant to explore?
Yeah, since you can't... You don't have to worry about breathing underwater. Let me just make sure, because I kind of hopped around up and down. Make sure I told you all about the ship. Oh, the crane. That's not helpful. I told you about the barracks. The bilge is mostly destroyed, but the other half is where Doblos is living right now. One side of the hull is like much less destroyed, so really it's just the like port side. Oh, there's more I need to tell you. In the middle section, there's remains of like broken storage shelving, like a big like, imagine like a footlocker built into one of the walls. You smell like a sourness in here. If you could smell underwater, I don't know how underwater smells work. Probably didn't think about that when I wrote it. Is Sarah gonna tell me?
She was shaking her head.
A trunk?
Also,
go ahead.
Foot locker? Do you mean the store? Or
Yeah, there's 3 guys dressed like referees in here, and they're like, "What size are you? I'll check in the back." But that's not true. There is a Foot Locker here, made out of wood, but it is shut.
I'm gonna open it.
Make me an athletics check, please.
An athletics check?
Yes, Queen. Women can do anything.
Oh,
That's not an athletics check. Wouldn't it be a sleight of hand?
It's not a lock. It is difficult to pry open because it's been closed for very long.
I rolled a whole 3.
Yeah, you get your hands into there and you can't budge it. Alright, I'll say it. You get your lady hands under there and you can't quite budge
Oh,
it.
okay.
You mean her fins?
Your lady
Flipper?
fins. Yeah, you can't get a good handle on it.
I'm gonna take my prosthetic leg and I'm gonna hit it.
Go ahead and roll an attack. D20 plus your proficiency, I guess.
What's my proficiency?
+2, I think.
For an unarmed strike?
No, no.
21 then.
You crack that thing down. You find a weak spot and break open the top of it. And inside, begin floating all around you, are several various items of clothing. Largely intact. Undershirts, pantaloons, and a few thick blue coats.
I'm gonna grab it.
You've got your arms and legs full of shit right now.
Yeah, I'm headed back up.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Dump everything on the beach. Look what I found.
Everyone gathers around you to look at what you found. It's more jackets than you thought. It's a shit ton.
Do you think there's more stuff down there? Like, did you find more recoverable stuff?
So, you know, I observed the ship. It's chill. There's algae and shit. There's also a person down there.
The dead body.
No, he's alive. He's a merfolk. He is living. There's someone living in that ship right now.
What?
Does he look like a pirate?
No, he kind of looks like me, but it's a boy, and his skin's a little different color.
Did he
Chilling
pass a
down
vibe
there.
check?
He's not like super welcoming, no, but he was nice enough. And if you ever want to learn about algae and lichen, he's
That's
your
your boy.
guy. He's
What was his name?
he's I think deeply. It was something weird.
Douglas.
I think. What'd you say?
Douglas.
Dobbles.
D-O-B-L-Y-S-S.
Doblis.
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 It's like Douglas, but from underwater.
I'm the only person that should know about algae in the group, so I'm gonna have a nice little chit chat.
You're gonna have to kill him. Yeah, there's only room for one. Yeah! Murder. See, anybody know what happened to Douglas?
Doblis. He seems to be researching. He said he's one of the tribe Tide. He's part of the research tribes of the Tide Merfolk. These are sort of rare groups of merfolk, so I don't know a whole lot about them. But he doesn't seem dangerous. He's doing his thing.
I think we should kill him.
Oh,
I'm with Nomad.
Just Sora, make
let's
a
go now.
make a history check with advantage.
I also show everyone a book. I was like, this book wasn't hurt by the water. I hand it to someone.
History check.
With advantage?
Yeah.
I take the book.
Sarah, your eyes fill with wonder. No, that's not true.
That is.
But if you want to investigate the book, we can.
Rolled a 10.
With advantage, you roll a 10?
Yeah. My first roll was good.
You remember back in the day when you were at your Tide Merfolk village? Sometimes other Tide folk would come around that were a little different from you guys, and they would ask you like questions, like survey questions, and they would never stay very long. Sarah, yeah, the Tide Merfolk census. Sarah, roll me an Arcana check. Did she roll it?
13.
Oh. So I'm going to tell you almost everything about this particular. And when you open the book, there's like a pen inside, and the cover is made of like a hard, unfamiliar leather. You're not sure. But inside you find pristine pages unaffected by the water. There's no hint of salt or anything on it. The quill fits perfectly into the book's cover, and there is no inkwell. On the first page, if you'd like to read it, it reads, Captain Siobhan Renault, captain of the exploring vessel Gemini. And the first entry notes that to summarize, a crew of not super experienced sailors and researchers with the Viridian Empire. She hopes to find new lands and chart new maps in service to the crown. There are notes kept of only a few weeks before the final entry, which reveals nothing of interest aside from turbulent seas and a harsh northern wind. This is a captain's log. Every ship has a captain's log, and they are magically created to where the captain of all ships are required to keep notes of their journeys and travels. And this is the captain's log for this ship.
Would you say that it's uncommon for captain's logs to be like magically imbued to sustain like water damage?
Does Red River have any experience in a ship before he was on the one with that you were all on?
Yeah. Cartography's his thing. He loves ships. He loves being in the water. So
Yeah. So you would
know. A lot of direction.
You would know that like all captain's logs are made in this way. Like in this world, a captain's log is like a valuable thing, and like not to be like fucked. Like if you're gonna like steal from someone, you would never steal their captain's log.
Correct.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ascertain if that's.
No, this is not a like. Yeah, I know what you mean. That like all captain log in this world, any reputable ship has a captain and a captain's log.
Yep.
Can I try to write with it with the quill that's there?
Yeah, absolutely. I was hoping this would happen later, but as you take the pen in your hand, the page changes. Her words aren't removed, but they are moved to the back of the book magically. And the front page fills with new information, as it's being written almost by a ghost hand you can't see that isn't your own. And it says, "This is the captain's log belonging to," and a blank space.
I'm not gonna write anything there.
It continues, "I hereby accept into my responsibility as captain of the," and a blank space.
Mm-hmm.
"I shall protect and lead all souls found under my employ." And that's all it says right now.
Okay.
And I could put that in the chat so you don't have to write it down.
Too late.
How dare you, Drew? How dare you?
What do you mean, Queen?
Nothing. Alright, that's interesting.
What is everybody else doing? There's still one unexplored section of the cove, I feel like.
The east.
section.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna go there next.
Yeah, Jasora's taking a chill pill. And,
Go
Rest.
forward.
oh, I'm
gonna
sorry.
go deep sleep till the following morning. Till we go to the east expedition. So we'll get some rest.
Who's doing what right now? Sorry, I got confused.
Well, I think Maya and I agreed that we were gonna go exploring, so we would do west and east.
The west is where you guys got that other wood.
Yep.
The east is like the most shallow of the three. Like it's less than 20 feet.
I don't even need to take a nap though.
Yeah, you guys are good to go. And you find a little bit of wood scattered throughout this eastern portion. A lot of it is waterlogged and rotted with lumberworm, but you do find 5 bundles of salvageable but poor quality wood.
Nothing else in this cove. No less or more critters. No, nothing.
This is all I have written for this cove beyond the ship that's in it now. Actually, if you, I guess I could tell you more about the cove, more about the space that the ship is like stuck in.
Yes.
So, I have to find that. But the ship, like I said, is stuck between two, like, basically coral formations.
Reefs.
Yeah, like it's stuck in there, but you have a few options. What would a role be to kind of do like problem solving?
Could be investigation.
Yeah, anyone doing this investigation, roll it for me, and then I can tell you kind of what's up.
Or insight, maybe. Could be insight.
I could be convinced of insight, yeah, because you're kind of seeing like how fucked is this situation.
Yeah. And lastly, maybe survival or ship riding, depending on your proclivities.
I am very amenable because I think honestly, all of that would basically apply.
Well, my insight is only 11.
I went with a 19.
Well, there you go.
Red River, you get a little time. You kind of poke at the reefs around it. One of the reefs is watertight. Like it feels like it's 100 million years old and part of the Earth. But the other, you're able to break chunks off with your hand. You think you might be able to free the ship, but you'd really have to do some work on this reef, and it would. You wouldn't need a nature check to know. It would probably damage this ecosystem.
Yeah.
But the eastern thing keeping it in place, you think you could break the reef down enough to free the ship?
And it's wedged in there, right?
Yeah.
Now, in your mind's eye, is the ship upright?
Yeah, like slightly tilted because it'd be too perfect for it to be straight up. But in my head, yeah, it's at a 10-degree angle or something.
Yeah. This is doable. I like this.
But you would need some, if you were going to destroy that reef, you would need some way to do damage to it, either a lot over a long period of time or a lot all at once.
Magic missiles.
I don't think any of you know magic missile.
We don't. I don't.
How far is in your mind's eye? How far is this from the anchor?
Oh, the anchor's in the deep part, further in the cove, like 100 feet. It's pretty far.
Pretty far. Yeah, ideas occurred to me to let the tide do the work. If the anchor's stuck in there, or the boat is stuck in there, one of the two is going to give in if we tie them together with little slack on the rope. Something's going to give.
And I think
But
someone.
there's not much of a tide in the cove.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
whole
not
thing about
much.
the cove. It's
Yeah, but when the water rises, well, maybe not.
And I feel like someone made some rope last episode.
yes, Angus twined wood together.
Yeah,
the wood found on the island.
I want to
And
say
ships-
like 30 feet or something.
Yeah, and these ships are caked with rope, don't they? Or the ship.
The rope has since been destroyed by the ocean.
Okay.
Can we go talk to Ruben and see if he has any explosives?
Yeah, if you find him, he's kind of stomping around dramatically.
Well, I have acid bubble and color spray. But anyways, I'm sorry.
Rublin says, what do you want?
I would like to pay top coin for any explosive material you have.
I ain't got no explosives. Except for my tummy after one too many nanners.
Are you sure you don't have any explosives?
He looks in his pockets. He does not.
Alright, I'll still give him a gold coin for trying.
Thanks, partner. And he brings you close. He says, "You're a nice boy. If you get me my gold back, I'll cut you in on the business a higher percentage."
He's gonna walk away.
Oh my god. Rublin rolled a persuasion check and it failed. I feel like you guys have spent enough time with the I can't have you guys roll a science check, right? For the nanner experiment. What would we roll to try and complete? How do you complete this nanner experiment? Like, what's the last step before we feel like we can use it?
Would it be like a performance check almost?
Performance is like you're trying to pretend to do something. Well, not pretend, I guess, because it's like if you're playing music, that's a performance check. I'll take it, sure. Both you guys roll. Angus, what do you think, buddy?
Yeah, I'll hop in on this. We're performing together. We both do a roll.
Yeah, tell me what it sound like. What you do? Like, is it so you get it heated up and then like it hardens in place? Is that? Am I picturing that right?
So you almost have to do it like you're blacksmithing. So we're gonna need some water. You got to go from like hot to cold real fast to harden it.
You need to anneal it.
Yeah, that's the word.
And how do you get the water to? You don't have buckets or anything. I guess you have a chest.
We have a wooden chest.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Go ahead and roll me performance as we do the first christening of the nanner.
I still have my inspiration. Can I
Yes,
use that?
absolutely you can. Good looking out. And that was such an inspired use of inspiration that I'll give you an inspiration.
15.
I got an 18.
Together, you got it's like an 80s movie montage. You're smacking hammers, you're looking at each other, you're shaking your head, you're looking at blueprints that don't exist, and then, believe it or not, you have it. You've created the formula for Nannertar. Nannertar can be used to, I guess, save any rotted wood.
We have a new business. We have the casino going. We got Nannertar. So we're about to be millionaires.
I would also like to, just out of curiosity, try just like a fingertip worth of Nannertar, just like a little dabble on the tongue.
You're gonna eat it with your mouth? Make me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna make a Nannertar sandwich with nanners.
With 2 nanners and Nannertar in between. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw. The good news is it's very sticky. You ever eat pizza when it's too hot?
Yep.
The bad news is something about the process you put it through has burned all the sensation off the part of your tongue that licks it. You're not damaged, but you're bummed out. You have not created tartar sauce, but you have created Nannertar.
Very good.
And can I say something? Congratulations. Your hard work and diligence has paid off.
Now, would we have enough to repair this ship and build the crane? With all the good wood we have?
Right now,
Salvageable off of 9. No, what's the multiplier?
I've got written here 5 core.
14.
Yeah, I have 14 here.
Oh, 14. Okay, so what's the
10
multiplier
is 4
for?
and 4 is good.
For the Nannertar, for each bundle you guys found, I'm going to give you an additional. So you're going to actually have, that was 3 bundles, we're going to add 3 more total, so you're going to have 17. Your genius in using the Nannertar has given you more bundles than I had prepared for. Over time, so just to give you guys a recap, to build the crane and the entry to the cove gate, that's 2 each. To repair the hull to full is 5. To repair the yard arm is 1. The foremast is 1. And then any leftover wood you can get experimental with, because I think that's less than what you have. 5, 7, 8.
We should also
Yeah.
come in
You
for
can do
patching
everything.
repairs on the road, you know?
Yeah.
We could use some of them just turn into spears or something, just in case something bad happens. Or we could spear fish.
Totally.
Versatile weapon.
This is a crazy idea, but can we build me a small dinghy? Because I don't like big boats.
You have enough wood.
You let us know this now.
Yeah. I really didn't think we were leaving, so. But then we were making progress, and I felt it was an appropriate time.
What do
I think a small dinghy has a lot of utility. Because
Wait.
you can't always you can always pull it up to the shoreline.
Are you just
So
are you just gonna swim next to us?
I mean,
Rope.
Angus was
Tied on.
going to turn on all that rope. Maybe we could like tie me off. Speedboat.
Maybe I don't know what a dinghy is. I was thinking like a small boat.
Yeah, it's just a little rowboat,
Yeah.
practically.
Okay, so just so I understand, you want to attach a small boat to taxi behind the regular boat.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's almost like you're in trouble. Like we don't want you part of
That's where you get banished. Oh, put him in the dinghy. I don't like this dude.
But doesn't that come to logistic problems in terms of food for you? And then also, would that not affect us during our currents? And if there's a big waves, that you could be in danger of knocking
We can
into our
tie
boat?
the rope to be a rope ladder. He can come onto our boat. and-
Yeah, in my head, he wasn't like exiled. Like I feel like he could just come back and forth.
yeah. So also just for historical references, like boats, big boats, like 80-man cruise, 120 souls on board, as they say, would have 5, 6.
Yeah,
7
you would have a shit ton of like emergency boats.
because that's what you
Yeah.
bail if you need to, and also if you are
Yeah.
in like shallow water and you can't use your navigation, you could tie the boats, the rowboats, and they would your manpower.
And generally, you don't pull up your boat to the shore. You get on like a off boat and then take that to the shore, like a
I
little
think-
boat.
No, but generally, then you're not
Too
pulling
shallow.
along this boat, and it's not in danger of being knocked
Yeah,
into.
so we
Because
just-
I feel like being tethered together, and there's big waves, and one is down, the other one's up, and then
Well,
the other
it's
one's
just
up,
what he
and it
prefers,
comes down
you
into
know?
it.
It's
I mean,
gotta-
no,
Okay,
it's,
okay.
I'm not saying
Hear
that
me out.
there's something wrong with it. I'm just saying logistically,
MC's got a
how
big
does it
plan.
make sense?
Hear me out. So just like when they have the safety boats, they have them out of the water. No
Yeah.
bad. Can we just have you like hovering outside of the water in that rowboat?
On our
That's-
boat, like
I mean,
he's
that's-
on the boat, and he's on the big boat, but the little boat is just
You
like
live
chilling.
in the little boat on
He's in the little boat. Yeah, 'cause it makes him feel good.
Because it makes him feel good.
We can make the smaller boat have enough room for him and Aldar. That way he has.
So they have plenty of room in there.
Oliver just holds up the little boat the entire time on his like.
Yep.
I can picture like Aldar maybe swinging him to sleep.
Yeah, cradling. Yeah.
Cradling.
There's a significant cradle factor.
Because Eldar suggested it, I'm not gonna oppose that idea.
Excellent.
Like you were thinking about it, but you didn't want to say it first. Yeah, I've been there. We've all been there. So you guys have a shit ton of wood, but you got some problems to solve. What do you want to do?
Well, how close are we till 2 a.m.?
I mean, it could be 2 a.m. right now.
Do you want to just start pumping on it?
How many nails do we have?
Yeah, it's
30,
ways away.
38.
Could we also use banner card?
So that's what I was thinking, right? Because I was like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to figure out how to make this adjoining wood work. But with the nanner tar and the seemingly endless supply of nanners, you can create nanner tar to affix the wood.
Shit.
So
I'm
the boat's
gonna
fixed,
ask
right?
Nomad and Angus to please teach me how to.
You're looking to buy the patent for nanner tar? That shit's gonna be expensive.
No, I just need to learn.
$5,000.
I don't have that kind of money.
They'll give you a license to use it for 1 year.
So the recipe is 4 pre-chewed bananas. Okay.
Write this down.
Oh, you can't pre-chew.
Pre-chewed.
But here's the thing that me and Angus didn't tell anybody: they have to be pre-chewed by 2 people. Okay, don't judge.
Yeah, at once. It's like a Lady in the Tramp situation. You're eating the banana from both ends.
Don't ask why.
Okay.
It's the
And then we have-
enzymes.
Then we have 2 dwarf-sized hand scoops of sand in there. So not a lot, just like little, like little hands.
It's a tablespoon.
Yeah. And then you kind of have to go like Italian style and like stomp on it like it's grapes, like kind of hop in the barrel and stomp a little bit.
Mhm.
And then you just gotta make sure your fire is roaring. You're pretty set. Angus, did I miss any step?
I guess the water part, but
That was just implied. You know,
that was, you know what? They'll figure that.
you'll
part
figure
out
that
for
out. Yeah.
themselves.
If you can't figure that out, you don't deserve Nanartar.
Yeah, exactly. That's the part you have to pay $5,000.
Yeah.
I can do shape water, so that'll be how I move water.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Thank you. Build this boat for all of us.
Now, there is a problem with the boat that we haven't really gone over. It's stuck at the bottom of the cove.
Yes, but we start building and then it probably won't happen tonight, but one of the next few early mornings we'll empty the water as fast as possible. Also, there is a person still inside the boat we have to talk to.
Yeah, but this
Also-
is America.
Wouldn't by making the boat, like, are we making the boat smaller, or are we just fixing it as it is? Because if we make it smaller, that solves the problem of unwedging it. Because then we
I
would have
feel
to
like that
unwedge
would
it.
be incredibly complicated to make it smaller, because that would just throw off all the.
Oh,
The dimensions.
The
balance.
dimensions, yeah.
It would fall over probably. We already have enough wood to fix it, so might as well just fix it.
Well,
Well,
the
fixing it is
cove-
fine, but we have to get it out. And if are we building the crane also to just have a crane to be able to build it out? Is that how cranes work?
Yeah, might as well have the crane.
So I think we
Yeah.
should we should build the crane then, so we can do that, and then we'll eventually deal with the people that are studying what's growing inside of the boat.
Now,
It's just one person.
what's that Gilligan's Island? So this is like when they were like someone had to ride on like the bicycle so someone could take a shower. Like, how does this crane work, and what do you need for it?
Wood.
Yeah, you have that.
Ropes and pulleys.
Okay,
The
so
ropes on the braided wood that Angus had.
well, that was only like 30 feet.
Alright, we chop some more.
You guys
Like a
spend
belaying system.
oh, that's cool. You guys spend a lot of time. Let me look up my paragraph on how to build a crane.
Yeah, we can use like counterweight. There's a shitload of sand here, so like and rocks and things. So like we can use graduated counterweights that you can fix.
You guys got some big
We can
plans.
make a hamster wheel and put me in it.
that works the crane.
I love that more. I love that more.
As
Wait, idea.
you guys, I guess everyone that's working on that, would that be an intelligence check to like design this thing?
I could see that.
Anyone working on it, make me an intelligence check. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I did build rules for this. I need at least one person working on it to roll intelligence, and at least one person to roll strength to put it together.
I'll roll intelligence.
I'll roll
I'm
strength.
not strong.
I'll roll strength.
Yeah, multiple people could do each of one. I just need one of at least one
I'll
of each.
roll intelligence. I'm dumb as fuck.
I'll run intelligence.
I fall and hit my head. I rolled
You
one.
you crack open your head.
21.
Fuck. Sarah's got it designed, but is there someone strong enough to build it?
I sit far away and watch.
I rolled a 12.
Figure
You,
this out.
you get a headache as you try to think about it. A 12?
I'm not the strongest person, but I'd definitely like to give it a try.
Oh, I rolled an 11 for strength.
18.
Oh, 18.
18 strength?
It was 19 minus 1.
Oh my
With-
God.
With Amaya directing everyone, with Jasora sitting as far away as possible, you guys all, with the power of only 2 bundles of wood, create a crane, and it's like a floating crane. So it's attached to like a central unit on the beach, but it like can float around the cove.
Oh.
Like it's on a
I
little
asked,
dinghy thing.
Yeah.
It's
I
kick
asked,
ass.
Angus if he's been lifting lately while nobody's watching.
I don't tell anybody, but I've been like fixing to fight Ruglin. And now this Dobbless person that we're hearing about. Yeah.
Who's running? Is it hamster wheel operated?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, did that happen?
I need to know how it moves. Like, who directs it and how does that work?
Well, I feel like Nomad will be in the wheel, and then Aldar will be like churning the wheel and like cheering him on.
Yeah.
Giving him support.
Hell yeah.
And the
One person driving and one person for the energy.
Yeah,
Sarah-
I'm thinking like the hamster wheel is like one of those, like old, like, what is it, like steamboats that have that big. paddle?
yeah, it's a huge wheel on both sides. Sarah, can you draw a new pie?
Uh-oh.
With no slices in it, and it's called Nomad and Aldar's Friendship. And can you fill it in?
It's the biggest pie.
And it's like 3 pages. You need different papers for it. It takes you guys only like a couple days, and just Sora again staying just as far away as possible. Even Rublin comes out to see what you're making with all this racket, and using your Nannertar, ingenuity, and God help you, the brawn of a channeled Bahood to build a surprisingly impressive crane. You feel Rublin say from the woods, "Looking good, boys."
I jump.
Yeah, he's right behind you, Sora. He screams it. You guys.
20 now, Ruglin. 80-20.
it's fine. He's gonna owe you. It's gonna be negative 5% for him soon. You guys now, anything you're doing in the cove, you'll have advantage on. If it makes sense for the crane, if someone's operating the crane.
What time is it? Was this the midnight run?
I feel like this took a full day of work, like a full wake up,
Oh.
sleep, and
Yeah.
work again to because this thing was fairly complex.
Also, can I ask something? Did we figure out how to make beer? Because I could have one after building.
So,
I feel
the-
like that's a good-
Oh yeah.
The beer got sidetracked with a more pressing concern of the Nannertar.
Got it. So no beer yet, but
Yeah.
I wink at the boys and I say, fellas, we gotta get this beer sorted out someday.
We got 2 setups, man. We got one for the Nanotar and then one for the Nanojuice.
And I think we started a wheel, but I think we've only done like 1 or 2 segments for the nanner juice.
Yeah, we've got one segment for
Yeah.
the Nano Juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta figure that
We
out.
gotta celebrate the doughies.
Yeah, that project is still undergoing. If you want to fully help Rublin, you want to build a shop for him, or at least a fucking lemonade stand and a gate as well.
I think we should build him a lemonade stand and put
Or
some signage that says sponsored by Niner Sour.
Or you can do the ship, because I know you guys wanted to do the ship. Whatever you guys want.
I think we should build a fella the structure. Cheer him up.
It's the least. It's the least you could do.
Yeah, we'll build him Barney's boutique shop.
Ooh.
I also agree, but I also say he hasn't contributed anything.
Very true.
Do you say that to him?
Well, that's why I keep taking money away from him, so I feel like that's payment.
Do you use any of your bundles of wood to make him a good structure, or do you want to use like the garbage
These are
wood?
poor split.
The shitty wood.
Yeah, we have to save the best wood for the ship.
I think it's all about image now. We should make him a nice structure. You know.
This dude's
Because-
nuts.
It'll be like more fun when we destroy it and like make him watch.
Oh dear God!
I think it would be equally as funny to just make him like a little lemonade stand.
Whatever you guys, by my count, you have 8 pieces of poor wood and 7 of better wood.
Can we just leave? Can we just hand Ruglin the amount of wood, shit wood, and tell him to build his own thing?
I could look at it, but I ain't good for building and doing.
Fuck.
So we're talking here like 85-15 at this point.
He scampers into the woods.
Alright. We'll build it. Yeah, I'm with Angus on this. We'll build a little thing. We'll give you the setup, but the percentage got to go our way. Too many of us working, and you just slouching, son.
We can talk about it. What do you guys need me to do? I can help.
Well, we're asking you to, lend a hand, but you're saying you don't have hands to lend to.
I can.
I feel kind of strapped.
I can make rope real good. And he starts like for his time he's gonna build rope for you guys, with out of the trees on the island.
Okay,
You've shamed him into
I like
helping
that.
you.
I like that.
We'll stay at 80-20 for now.
What about the monkey? What can he do?
He's gonna roll to try and teach the monkey animal
He's got the
handling.
name. He's got the name. Barney's Boutique is gonna sell.
He rolls a natural 1 for Barney, and unfortunately, Barney is not able to figure it out.
Yeah, he ain't got it. He doesn't have the dexterity.
Barney starts eating it and then gets confused and throws up. And it's not working.
The boy ain't got it, son.
We're worried about Barney right now. What's
we keep
next?
cranking on the ship, so then we can get it to a point where water doesn't come in or out, and then we can use the crane at some point.
There's so many holes in the ship where it is. I don't know that you could watertight it. Like some of the holes are huge, like 10, 20 feet long, like wide.
We tried like setting up the counterweight idea during the day, like Red River mentioned, and then at nighttime when it's at the low tide, we can try pulling it out with the crane.
I fucking love that.
Try dislodging it.
I like that a lot. Who's helping with that endeavor?
I think the whole squad.
Yeah, this might be like the whole team.
This is gang shit right now.
This is
Barney's
gang.
with us too. Barney?
Barney's the monkey, and he runs out after you.
He's with us. Arugula
You
is just
understand the importance. It's a big ticket item.
Tell me what you guys do, and I'm gonna tell you heads up. This is an important role. Anything you can think of to help this role, you know what I mean. That's good. Who's operating the crane?
Well, our crane folk.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I guess that'll be me and Nomad.
Yeah, you want the top tier team in.
Yeah, the crew gang.
Yeah, all star.
We need the A team in there.
It's still lodged in the coral, but you are going to get a bonus for the sea lion no longer being in the cove. There is a mermaid well, you all know there's a mermaid inside. It would be easier if he was not inside.
Why would it be easier if he was not inside?
He's going to mess with the balance of it.
I'm gonna go in there and
Stab him.
talk to him. And I'm gonna ask Amaya to come with me. Hey, can you come help me chat with this dude?
I am going to go, and I'm going to bring my familiar. This time it's going to be, I change it to a seahorse.
And what's her name?
It's a boy seahorse.
Oh shit! It carries the eggs, right, guys?
And that's right.
Wow.
And his name is Spirit.
Yeah, the three of you, including Spirit, go into the ship.
Hey man. Hey, Douglas?
Hmm.
Hey.
Douglas, please.
I think he goes by Dougie.
He doesn't look up from his work.
I'm sorry. This is my friend. She's also a merfolk.
He doesn't look up. Hello.
Douglas, have you found out why the algae is growing twice as fast in that area, but not as fast in the other way? Like, what is the difference between the two areas?
He looks up at you excitedly. The photosynthesis should not be happening this fast. I think it's something with the wood designed in this specific section of the ship, possibly a repair. Come look. Roll me a investigation or a nature check.
I rolled 2.
You can, but it's at disadvantage.
Is it real?
It's at -5 disadvantage. Yeah.
That was rude.
No, it's just a standard roll.
-5
Ten.
is 12.
What was yours, Sue?
10.
Jasora, you speak up. Why is it growing so well here?
Why is it growing so well here?
Mm-hmm. No. I'm asking you to tell me why. This is a fantasy world. You can kind of just say whatever you want.
I think this wood is different. It's higher quality wood.
Excellent.
Is it magically enhanced wood, do you think?
Perhaps.
Oh.
I think this would be easier to see if it was not submerged. Troublesome.
Well, we have built something to be able to get it out. Is there any way you can vacate the premises so that we can get it out and then we can expect it closer outside?
What is your name?
My name is Amaya. He wasn't listening.
Fine. He swims out.
Thanks.
Is anyone else doing anything else to help this roll before it happens?
Can I follow him? Can I go with him to wherever he is?
He goes to like the furthest side of the cove.
That's fine.
How close are you to him?
I just want to keep an eye on him. I can still see the ship / whatever being taken out, right?
Yeah. He like absentmindedly is like picking up different shells and things off the like floor of the cove and looking at them.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Are you guys ready to make the most consequential roll of your island? This is your chance to get the fuck off this island. Are you ready?
We're about to drop this
Shit.
thing.
Hold on, I'm thinking.
Yeah. Let me know if there's anything else you want to do.
I think.
Does anybody have that inspiration roll?
Everyone except Angus has theirs.
I've never used mine.
Yeah. I'm saying Angus is the only one that's used his.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, go ahead.
I just suggest, I don't know if this is a smart idea, but like taking things that aren't not needed on the ship, like there's barrels in there and like a desk and chairs.
Yeah. If you
We're
remove
just
like,
weighing this shit down. Should we take them off?
you can totally do that. That would take you like an hour or so.
That's fine. Y'all cool with that? It'll lighten the load.
Yeah, I think we need to lighten the load. The other thing I was thinking
Yeah.
of is going down to where the more brittle part of the reef is, and like removing any big chunks that could be a problem, and not everything, but just the bigger chunks that will put us at a disadvantage.
I don't really have. Obviously, we can go down there, but I don't have anything
You can use
to
my.
break it apart.
The
You
trident.
can use the trident that you gave me.
Oh, I have this prosthetic leg.
And I broke it. Like it breaks with your hand. Like you can crumble it with your hand.
I don't want to break your trident. I'll use my prosthetic.
Sounds good.
Roll an attack roll. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask if I could, while they're doing that, inspect how, like, the crane is essentially attached to the ship. Like, how do we tie it on there?
That was going to be like my next question. I don't have an answer for you. In the end of the crane, is it like a prong, like a 2-prong situation, or is it like when you're trying to win those toys at the carnival,
I think what it is.
or is it just you tie it to something?
Yeah, you tie it to something. So if you wanted to lift a horse, for example, you would put a blanket underneath the belly of the horse, tie 4 points on it, and then hoist it up.
Yeah.
I don't know why I use a horse as an example, but yes. Or
It-
alternatively, you can put the horse on a pallet.
no, that makes sense to me. You guys can't get under. Oh, Sarah's made a thing. I see what you're saying.
She made that herself.
She
Yeah,
just
I
drew
just
that. You can't get something flat under it, but you feel like if you attach the mast is like probably the safest place to do a central attachment point.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me an attack roll, Swiffer, if you didn't already.
Uh,
Oh, is this a 1?
yeah.
You crack that prosthetic leg open and break it on the coral.
Man.
Oh shit.
It's a 1. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, Same, guys, my prosthetic leg's gone.
One of you gonna lose your leg later, and I can't wait.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh.
You wanna take another shot with the trident?
Yeah, let's not.
You can also crumble it with your hands.
Yeah, like you can just attack it, or do you have a
I
spell?
karate chop it.
Okay.
The only spell that like I could use is Thunder Wave, but I don't wanna risk damaging the boat.
Smart.
Should I do
Do
Thunder
we
Wave
wanna
away
keep
from
it?
the boat?
Or are we just trying to kill it?
We're trying to take down some of the rocks.
Yeah, if you can like break up the reef that it's like stuck to.
I can use acid splash.
Underwater? That'll
Why
just
not?
float up
It's
and
a-
get in my eyes.
Hurling
Like
a
a
bubble of
floating on
acid.
liquid.
You can
Okay.
stand behind me.
But it's gonna float in the water.
Not
Ah.
if you use cheap water to go away. I'm doing it towards something here.
Kevin and Adam, acid plus water equals. What happens?
Yeah, just depends on the order. You decide.
If you just drop the vial of acid in the ocean, what happens?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It
Yeah.
is just the ocean.
Yeah, I don't know that that's gonna work.
Can I do Thunder Wave away from the boat?
Hell yeah, but you, what's interesting is there's no like attack, there's no roll you have to do, so the rock would roll against it, but the rock doesn't do that. So yeah, you picture yourself, you shoot straight down, roll me the damage.
Hefty. 12.
Yeah, you blow away like a huge chunk of the coral, but you are deafened. No, I'm just kidding.
Ow.
That coral is mostly, it's not fully gone, but you break away a huge chunk of it.
I do the same on the other side.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and roll damage again. This is going to represent like the strongest thunder wave you can get out. Bleep
This
Lord.
time it was an 8.
Yeah, you blow up a smaller chunk on this side.
Resurface and let them know I've cleared away some of the rocks.
All right. Unless anyone has any more ideas, I have a number here that you have to beat.
Can
Is
we,
it fly?
reinforce the rope to the ship with nanotar, like just for safety? You know, I don't know if that's gonna help our odds with the roll at all.
I mean, it sounds good. I like what it like. I also feel like that'll help the crane like last longer, just in general.
Yep.
Yeah, like Nanartar is the fucking cure-all situation right now.
The duct tape.
You guys have accidentally made fantasy duct tape, and I'll just have to deal with that for the rest of this adventure. Oh no, I got my head cut off. Oh, it's okay. I got a vial of nanner tape. Maybe you just put it back on, and that's the end of it. Who's ready to do this?
Could we put like a? Because you said like the ship is on like an angle, right? Like a
Yeah.
90-degree angle. Could I put like just like pry a piece of wood into part of it and just kind of like hang from it as they're doing their little praying in action?
It would be underwater. Are you guys doing this at 2 a.m.?
We would
yeah.
need some water, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we need a little.
Because
bit.
our crane has
It's
to be
not fully exposed.
over the
Yeah,
boat.
yeah,
But we're talking about doing it at low tide.
Low tide is not fully exposed, but you can get on the deck at low tide.
Okay.
So it's not like yeah.
Heavier.
So, I mean,
So-
I guess our crane would be like kind of tugging on it, but it wouldn't. It'd be, you know.
You're
at an
right
angle
though,
and
because
not from straight above.
you kind of want to leverage the buoyancy as well. So like low tide's probably not like the ideal.
Not the best time.
Low tide would be when we want to like do major repair.
Right. But if Kevin is going to try to wedge it, if you're not doing it during low tide, he'd have to swim down there and like hold his breath to do it.
Yeah.
Which
My
is
idea
fine.
behind doing it during low tide is that there's not as much water inside the boat itself, so
That's
there wouldn't
true.
be as
Less
much
weight. Right.
There's water on top of the boat.
Right.
Exactly.
So do we just call it like 10 p.m.?
Like middle tide? Sarah, is that the correct term?
Like get into low
Yeah.
tide, right?
I think you guys have taken a lot of precautions.
I think it should be not at that time, but when the tide is coming in.
So you're saying like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. One last time, one person. What is each person doing? I want to imagine like there's 9 little boxes on the screen of what each person's doing.
There's not 9
I'm
people.
pushing from underneath.
Okay, Jasora is underneath
I
the
don't want to
cove.
be fully underneath it.
The cove itself, so when it falls, you will be crushed. What? Aldar and our Nomad are working the crane. 2 manning the crane.
Yes. I'm like pumping my little arms and legs in that wheel. Like we're really cruising.
Rublin puts a nanner on the end of a stick to try and propel you faster. What is Red River doing?
Red River. Grab some rope and tie the boat towards the like ran some rope across some of the trees that are there and the rocks that are there, and kind of created like some sort of belaying system to put
Gotcha.
it towards shore, make adjustments to it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I can-
as it's coming
I
up.
can run once. Yeah, as it's coming up, I can go one side or the other. It won't make a big difference because it's a big heavy boat, but as it loses weight and it's buoyant, you can make kind of like what you do when you dock a boat, you know.
And Aldar, you're working the crane as well, right?
Yes, sir.
And what's Angus doing? Is it Operation Fulcrum?
You know, I like to do what I do best. I like to point my fingers, tell people what to do. But
Yeah,
I'd like to.
clipboard.
Yeah, I got a clipboard. But I'd like to go convince Rob or Doblis to join in on our grand scheme of this island. But I'd like to convince him to do R&D work for 5% of Ruglin's portion. So instead of Ruglin getting 20, he'll get 15. But then Doblis will get 5% for R&D stuff, so he can whatever he needs, we'll give him. But then 5% will go to him.
Doblis says, your shiny circles mean nothing to me. But I will do it for the work.
Perfect. All right. We'll take that 5% off your hands, no problem.
He doesn't want to get slammed on his taxes. You know what I mean? Like he's been in trouble before. Everyone make an appropriate check, and we're gonna take the average of everyone's check. Amaya, what are you doing?
What am I doing? What kind of check should I even be doing?
I feel like you can hang out if you don't want to do anything.
I don't feel like I can do much of anything.
No shame in that game.
What are we rolling? Just a flat 20?
Yeah, but I feel like I wanted to make it where everyone was doing a different thing.
Mine gonna be shipwriting or strength?
Either one.
Yay! I'm pushing the boats.
Jasora's pushing the boat
Jesus Christ!
with a 4.
I guess I'll help Jasora with it.
Go ahead and roll shipwriting or strength, sir. Not a good start.
It's
10.
10 for me.
like, wouldn't Nomad be like athletics because he's running?
Yes, Nomad's gonna be out. Doblis rolled a 5 because he is helping.
Could it be acrobatics for Nomad? Like, what if he starts doing cartwheels in the hands?
Just as like a fucking like dab on the crane. Yeah, it can be acrobatics.
So he finds an extra gear
Yes.
somewhere in there.
Yeah, he's finding the heat. This is how he's getting his momentum going.
Fuck.
Oh man.
You built it up a lot.
Red River, you've created a hell of a rope, and you're pulling on as hard as you can. I feel like that's got to be strength or constitution, right? Or athletics.
Doing any saving throw or athletics check?
Athletics check. Let's get it. We need a good roll here, bud.
We need
What do you
someone.
mean?
Whoa!
Oh, shit, okay.
Oh shit!
And Aldar, what do you got?
What should I be rolling?
What are you doing on the crane?
Roll with the power of friendship.
He's staring at
So
her.
I thought I was operating I was actually operating the crane with
Yeah,
Nomad. So
He's got like the gears. Like, I'm trying to power.
And
him
yeah,
and
he's got 2 things. Dexterity. Does that sound right?
Saving throw?
No, just dexterity at the top.
Dexterity at the top. Does anyone want to use their inspiration, by the way?
Okay.
Whoa!
22.
You guys might have gotten saved by the bell.
Did Amaya already roll?
Yes.
Yes, she tried to help you.
God.
Now, let this dramatic moment build as I whip out the calculator.
But did Angus, did you roll?
I have not. I mean, I was really just telling people what to do. What would I?
So far, well, I won't tell you what happened.
Come on.
Yeah, we're gonna. Do you feel like you yell something to like propel them to victory?
Can I like inspire the group?
Charisma?
Like especially the people who did bad on the rolls. Can I like try to inspire them?
Absolutely. Let me hear what that sounds like.
Like Gordon Ramsay asked, like, what the shit was that? You call that a fucking attempt at pushing the boat? Are you
I
kidding
start
me?
crying underwater.
Yes, you can hear it underwater.
I'm an idiot sandwich.
Roll me a charisma check with advantage. And may God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah, I'm not very good with charisma here.
You just called everyone a shit sandwich.
17.
Hey.
Dramatic tension.
Come on.
You guys, with everything that you did to get the check started at 20, with everything you guys did, including the crane, removing the detritus, attaching the ropes, getting Doblis to help you, getting Doblis out, got you down to 12 is what you needed to beat. Altogether, with all your checks, you got 87. And when divided by 7, ladies and gentlemen, 12.4. As
Holy
the ship,
shit.
as you all pull and every muscle in your heart and soul flexes in ways, you discover new muscles. As you're all pulling this huge behemoth of a ship, now you can see it in its glory, nearly 50 feet long. As you get it far enough onto the shore, where it slightly topples to one side without crushing anyone, and you have freed the ship, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm very proud of all of you. Unfortunately, Doblis was under the everyone's fine. You guys have earned a rest, because I think it's 6 in the morning or something. The whole process, though, it takes like an hour of concentrated efforts.
Nice.
The crane is not destroyed, and you guys wake up the next morning for the first time, hopeful that you won't die on this island.
An hour of Angus yelling at us.
Yes, it's Angus calling you a shit sandwich for a straight 60 minutes.
It gave us that 0.4.
Yes.
Right? That 0.4.
That 0.4 is what you needed.
Hey, it was I rolled an 18 minus 1 for a 17.
Oh my god.
As the ship, something odd happens that all of you see as the ship is seen in the morning light. There is a figurehead in the shape of a woman on the front of the ship.
Why is that here?
You didn't notice it before.
But it's not a person. It's just the.
It's a wooden carving of a person. Sorry, I guess there's a person. No. Her
It's a
hair.
literal human head.
I wrote, despite being covered in seaweed, the craftsmanship of the figure is apparent. Her flowing hair seems frozen in a harsh wind, as her eyes ever look beyond the horizon.
Oh yeah.
The enormity of your task of repairing the ship becomes apparent. Nearly half of the forehull is destroyed or waterlogged, and what's left of the rudder is broken. You recognize this is a small sloop, about 30 feet wide and 40 feet long. A nearly 50-foot mizzen mast, that's the main mast, reaches into the sky, but it does not have a yard arm, like a horizontal piece. A small stump remains of the foremast, which will need to be replaced as well. The wheel is intact, near the aft third of the ship. Behind the wheel is a still functional capstan. I learned a lot about ships when I was writing this. Basically, that's the piece that lets you turn it. A large chain is still connected to where the anchor would be, but there is no anchor. All that remains of the railing are coarse clusters of misshapen posts. The sails are gone. There are no ropes or rigging to be found. What do you guys want to do?
Hey, we should use the clothes to make sails.
Ooh.
It's a good
Why
idea.
can't we use leaves?
That doesn't sound like a good idea. No offense.
Fine with that.
What do you
Start
guys
washing
want to
clothes.
fix first? To make the sails out of the coats and the clothes, what would you roll for that? Intelligence or dexterity, I guess?
Oh god.
And how do you like connect them? I think I know the answer, but how do you connect them?
Nannertar.
You guys spend a couple hours making buckets of nannertar.
Me and Nomad are just chewing all night.
You guys,
Can I roll for sailing?
yeah, roll a sailing check. That's good. As they don't even sleep after getting the ship up. They're so excited they just start chewing on nanners.
Guy's gonna be so dehydrated.
Yeah, but their jaws are so strong now. They're like they're 90-degree angles.
I rolled 16.
Yeah, with only a few hours work, you build a significantly large, if looks kind of sad sail that mostly is functional and catches the wind.
Can we ask Ruben how he plans? Like, he had this grandiose plan of like making this island like a getaway resort where people spend all their money, but like, how is he going to actually attract people here?
I
Like,
figured.
feel like we
That
could
was supposed to be our job.
Have you guys built him his lemonade stand yet?
Yeah, I think we did.
Okay, it's pretty misshapen and small. It didn't take very long, but he loves standing behind it. And he says, "Well, I'm gonna salvage everything on the floor of the cove with the crane, and I'm gonna sell it for a profit. And then with that profit, I'm gonna build buildings. I'm gonna build a casino. I'm gonna build a whorehouse. I'm gonna build everything we need. This is gonna be a vacation destination."
But how are the people gonna come?
Oh, that's where you come in. As soon as you get that antler son of a bitch to give me my money back, I was gonna give that to y'all to pay for advertising.
Wait, you were gonna give us 200 coin?
Well, hell, I was gonna, but that son of a bitch stole it. You're gonna have to talk to him.
Oh, he stole your money from you?
Yeah, he took that. He punched me around the mouth and stole my money.
Okay, I'll go talk to him, sir.
Can I say something? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
And he
hey,
puts his hand on your
totally
on your. He doesn't.
Try not
Yeah, he actually
being
does it
disgusted.
because he doesn't want to get hurt again. He doesn't touch people anymore. For the ship, you guys have a broken hull. That's probably your biggest problem to fix. You need to replace the yard arm, the foremast, and you need an anchor. Well, I guess you don't need an anchor, but for all of you that have been on ships, you know that you should probably
get
have an
an
anchor. Because, there could be, things that are in the way.
Can I first go up to Aldar secretly, away from everyone? Aldar, come here.
Alright.
I like the voice.
Did you take that man's fucking money?
I did not.
If you're lying to me, I'm gonna be so fucking angry. He was gonna give it to us anyway.
I did not. Nope. That wasn't
I
my
like this
motive.
sidebar.
He put hands on me.
But that's
I
not
struck him.
that's not. I don't give a shit about you guys hitting each other. I don't fucking care. But he was
That was
going.
all my interaction.
Do you have that money on you right now? You have 200 gold coins.
No,
That's fucked up.
I do not.
You're just gonna
I
keep
do
that?
not. You're gonna have to inquire with the rest of your team. I do not have that money.
Who has it
A
then?
mystery is
It
abound.
sounds like you know.
I have no idea who is that.
Hang out with that nomad guy a lot. The nomad? Are you hiding? Are you kidding me?
I'd like to casually climb a tree.
You do that.
I look around, I don't see nomad, and I'm just stewing. I'm just gonna stew until he comes back.
You start mixing bananas in water to make a sort of stew.
Okay.
That might be the next piece for the beer, actually.
Yeah. You fill in a piece of the beer pie. What is Red River doing? Sleeping?
Yeah, I needed a long rest. I lost 10 points earlier.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the chunk.
Yeah, so I'm thinking.
Just already healed him.
Need time.
Yeah, but it's still the pain.
Yeah, it's still staying. And plus, it's been a long day. I basically pulled that whole boat by myself.
He basically did it solo.
There's no beer.
There's no beer.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna take a little nap, a little dirt nap out here.
Rublin comes to you, Red River, because you're the only person he sort of semi-trusts here. And he says, I was saving this for y'all when you guys were working real hard. And he hands you, like, a water skin that he's filled with, like, white paint. And he
What's
says,
this, bro? Yeah.
when it comes time to name her, you'll be ready. And he hands
Thank
you the
you,
water
man.
skin.
That's awesome, bro. Nice gift. Nice gift.
I love you. What? He says and runs away. What do you guys want to do?
I want to talk about how much bundles of wood we have left, because I know that we used 4 to build the crane and the arm for it, 2 for each one. How many did we use for the shop? Because we still need 7. So out of the 17, we've used 4. That leaves us with 13. The shop was like what? 1 bundle?
I feel like you guys said 1. Like, you can make him a mega shop, or you can make him a little, like, lemonade stand.
Little shit bucket. He's got time to build. We got time to build.
Yeah, that's 1. So you have 12 left, right, sir?
Yes.
Sorry, are you doing math this late at night, son?
I know.
The hull repair, to get the hull to fully be repaired, is 5.
It's 5.
The yard arm is 1. The foremast is 1.
Is 1.
And
Yeah, we need 7.
any other modifications? Like if you want to build a dinghy, we can talk about how much that would be.
We have utility. We need to have 1 dinghy.
That is going to cost 1 thing of wood.
So I say we build the whole first, or rebuild.
Yeah.
Fix it first.
Yeah, I would make you go with shipwrighting, but you have time, right? And now that it's not underwater, like there's nothing pressing. It takes you guys a few days of creating Nanartar, with 1 group creating Nanartar and 1 group assembling. Jasor is probably the shipwrighting leader right now. So she kind of directs people, and in a few days, the ship's not going to win any beauty contests, but the hull is, there are no like visible holes in the hull. That's hard to say. But you do have 5 less pieces, bringing us to how many, sir?
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we need
Sure, I'd like to go into the ship.
more. Well, we need to use 3 more.
You can get into the ship, but it's kind of a hassle now. You have to climb a little bit.
Yeah.
You're in there, buddy.
I'd like to inspect that algae.
You look for a toilet and you can't find one. Now that the algae has been outside of the water, it's begun to brown, much to Doblis's discontent.
Okay.
He has taken his place in the bottom of the bilge deck.
Oh, he's back in the boat?
Yes.
Okay.
Could I call to Eldar and ask if he could bring some of the algae back with him so we could experiment it in fermentation or Nanartar?
I feel like you guys have a nickname for each other because you filled in your pie to be best friends. What is that nickname that you call each other by? Pookie?
The nickname?
Yeah, you guys have a nickname for each other. What is it again?
It's not Bud.
It's not Bud. That's not close enough.
No.
It's like a fun
What's
inside
their-
joke.
What's their couple name?
Yeah, what's their couple name? Aldmad?
Nodar.
Nodar is pretty good. Hey, hey guys, I think there's some love in the air. Turn on your Nodar. Yeah, you guys, you go to collect, Aldar, are you going to collect the algae sample?
Oh, hell yeah.
Doblis stops you and says, I'm not done with that.
I'm just taking a little bit. There's still plenty on the wall. Chill out.
He gestures, here, take this bit here, and nothing else.
What is this?
He gestures to like a patch in the far corner of the bilge deck.
I go. I'm
Okay.
overhearing the conversation, and I go, "Hey, fella, Dougie, here's the deal. I overheard you guys were talking about this, and do you think it'd be useful to look at other samples of spare wood that we have and run some experiments on that? Would that accelerate your process if we work together? Maybe we share some of the different types of wood we have here.
Perhaps,
See how it reacts to it.
but the wood would be ruined. But I'm happy to learn as much as I can.
Yeah, but we don't have to spend a whole bundle. You can just take a little chunk, to further your research.
Are you the leader of this people?
I'm not. We don't have a leader.
I will consider your proposal.
Thank you. We're all equally good looking.
Over the next few days, you guys fixed the yard arm and the foremast. Like, that's pretty easy after the hull. Like, you probably knock those out in a day. But you still need to affix the anchor and retrieve it from the cove.
Yeah. We're gonna
Use the crane.
What's wrong?
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought it was a perfectly good anchor. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it.
Oh, and for
It's algae.
using the, I'm sorry, just to backtrack. For using that algae, you are able to get some. You can fill in another pie on the the nano juice train. Go ahead, guys. Sorry.
I have a question. This ship has a working mechanism to retrieve anchors, right? I mean, it has an anchor. Or
Yeah, it has the. It's kind of rusted, but the chain is intact.
Yeah. All right. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna position when the boat is seaworthy. We're gonna position it on top of the anchor. We're gonna lower the equipment. We're gonna fasten the anchor to the thing. We're gonna yank it up using the gear from the boat.
It does
Does it
float.
have a chain to be able to pull up or attach it to the anchor?
Yes.
Yes, it does, and that's still intact. Part of the only part of the ship that was like basically not damaged at all.
Fun fact about anchors: there's a link in between the anchor chain and the mechanism in the boat that is intended to break.
Oh,
So that,
I didn't know that. That's
Okay.
cool. So it doesn't get stuck.
yeah, so they can separate from each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's different types of anchors. So it's kind of interesting.
This is a generic sailor tattoo looking anchor.
Yeah. That's good.
Me too,
You
SpongeBob.
you did have to use 2 more bundles of wood to repair the yard arm and the foremast. So you were down to 5. If you're making a dinghy, I would need to know who's doing that, and then we'll subtract 1, I guess, for that.
Yeah. Now, the dinghy would fit the entire crew if we needed to like get on shore.
Yeah. This is like, to me, this is a what's it called?
Proper.
Yeah, this is like a little boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rowboat thing.
But depending on who's working on it, the shipwriting check, it might cost some 1 or 2. Or if you fumble it completely.
I'll help.
I'll help as well.
Go ahead and roll those shipwriting checks, ladies.
With my shipwriting, because I have one part of my pie filled, does that affect my rolls at all?
No, not until you fill out your pie.
That's messed up.
I'm sorry, buddy.
God.
Can I help them with this stuff?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, well, I call him over because I hit my finger with the hammer.
Yeah,
You-
we're struggling over here.
You eat some of the Nannertar and you get real sick, and you call someone else to help you.
I rolled a 12.
Yeah, that's enough for you to sort it out. It takes you guys longer than it should probably.
Yeah,
But
like IKEA furniture.
yeah. Like, wait, oh shit, that's F? I thought that was A. And you have to like unbuild half of it and rebuild it. But sure
Cabinets
enough,
backward.
after using 1 bundle of wood, you have completed the rowboat after way too long. And like looking at the hull, there's like chunks that are bamboo. There are chunks that are like dark oak. There are chunks that are like it's kind of like a mishmash. And as you put the sail on, it looks like coats and underwear. It's like It's quite a scene. I interrupted the anchor scene. How do we like connect it? I don't know that the nanotar is gonna be able to connect two pieces of metal.
No, you're gonna have to braid the rope
Super rope.
a lot. Yeah, you're gonna have to like get strands of the rope braided and braided and braided till you create a strand that's you can fasten down there.
You guys build super rope, and one of the mermaids probably affixes it to the anchor.
Yeah.
And the capstan, does everybody like it's like a cylinder, like a circle, and it's got two bars on each side, so two people have to like turn it to like bring in the anchor. Yeah.
Yep.
So who's gonna do that? And let me get some strength athletics checks.
I'm pretty rolled up, so.
Red River's been waiting for this moment his whole life.
Okay.
All right, I'll go with him as well.
14.
And what's the other one?
Shit.
Can I?
That is not good.
I see him slip, and I pick him up by his shoulders, and I give him a high five. Can he roll with advantage?
Up in there with Eldar.
Yeah, you see Aldar slip. Probably because he's been huffing nanner fumes. Go ahead and roll a strength an athletics check.
6.
Well, here's the deal. 6 plus 4 is 10.
Red River gets it halfway up and is like stalled there. Make a Constitution saving throw or be knocked prone.
Well, me?
Yeah.
I'm in it to win it, son.
Yeah, you got it all on your shoulders right now.
Gives you wings. Shit, 7.
Yeah, it smacks you for 1d10 damage, and you hit the deck, and the anchor and the rope are destroyed. The anchor's not destroyed, the rope is.
Oh, fuck.
I had to do this again, fellas.
You guys spend several more hours making more rope and trying again.
What happens?
You do it much more carefully, and like 3 people are on each side of the capstan this time because you guys can't be trusted with it anymore. And you are able to lift the anchor to the ship, and it locks in place. You guys have a floating vessel that might even work.
Yay.
That might even work.
Your time on this island is nearing its end. Is there anything you guys want to do before you leave? You've still not built his gate, but you only have 4 bundles of wood left. You know from ship experience, it's probably good to have wood on hand.
Yep.
Because in case like damages occur and you need to repair something. I'm not saying you shouldn't help him. That's just the situation.
I'd
They
say
explore the mouth of the cove one more time.
Or what are you looking for?
I just want to see if there's anything that could be of importance that would be helpful to bring on the ship. More wood,
Underneath the ship.
weapons.
Yeah.
Underneath the ship.
Yeah. Under the ship, you don't. I'm not even gonna make you roll because you have time. Roll a 1d10 one more time.
A 2.
You explode. You find something interesting. Under the ship, it's just like random little wood splinters. But there's a flat piece of cloth. It's black. What do you see it on the floor of the cove?
Flat piece of cloth.
Yeah, it's like it's been flattened by the ship.
I want to go pick it up.
You pick it up, and you feel something that you haven't felt in years. Pride. It's a captain's hat. A tricorn captain's hat.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
What? Bring it up. I am wearing it, but kind of as a joking.
Is it like jauntily, like sideways, like a frat boy?
Yeah.
That's how I'm picturing it.
I want to talk to Doblis, whatever his name is.
He's in the bottom of the ship now. When you go to talk to him, before you start to talk, he says, who's your leader?
Why do you care? Where's your leader?
I'd like to join you on your journey.
Oh shit.
You seemed very loyal to your people and to your research. Why are you joining us?
I believe there's more to learn here.
More to learn on the ship? Is that your only reason for it?
Yes.
What about your people?
My research is my own. I would request this cabin remain mine. And he gestures to the, like, where he's at in the bottom of the ship.
What value can he add?
I know that you've been doing this for at least 100 cycles. But what is your end goal?
Learn as much as I can.
We roll an insight on him.
Yeah, you totally can.
Live check.
You
Live
can't, but Sarah can.
Maya roll an insight.
Jasora rolls in and says, I don't know about this guy.
Who's your favorite rock band?
Go!
17 on insight.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. You recognize with the 17, like, he's not interested in you or any of you. He's only interested in gathering knowledge. Like, he's not pretending that he's going to be loyal to you or help you.
Right. Now, I understand that you are, I appreciate the gathering of knowledge, because I, too, am a follower of the same path. But do you have any experience with ships?
He thinks for a moment and says, not yet.
So you're willing to do whatever, even if it takes you away from your studies, because there's going to be times, morning or night, that you're going to be needed, and we will need all hands on deck. This is not something where you're just coming here to just leisurely explore at your own will. There's going to be emergencies that arise, and we'll need every hand that we can take.
You hear me from another area of the boat. No freeloaders!
Dallas thinks for a moment and says, that is equitable.
Good thing.
I will have to confer with the rest of the team to see if this will be okay with them. I can't neither agree or disagree at this current time whether you would be able to join on the ship.
That is fine. He turns back to his research.
Okay. I join the others and let them know that jobless. I just think of it as jobless. Wants to join the expedition.
I see him tied up in a closet. No trust.
I'm good with him joining. But he needs to pull his weight. I don't know, if he knows about ships, he can do ship things. If not, he needs to cook and fish and get food and do things, and help out.
Value added.
Yeah.
So,
'Cause there's only another mouth to feed, but we can use the
Exactly.
extra hand, and another merfolk is always handy at sea, but, he's got to add value besides it.
mechanically,
He doesn't have a quest with us.
just tacit understanding, just mechanics of the game. If you agree to take him with you, he will cost food.
But
Like,
can-
you can't, like,
also-
not feed him, is what I'm saying.
Right, but can he also net not cost food? Meaning, what is he providing?
His use, without spoiling anything, he can be very helpful in certain situations. He's obviously highly intelligent. You do not get, Sarah, with a 17, you do not get the sense that he's going to fight anyone.
He doesn't look like a fighter.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
We can use a team nerd. We got people to handle the fighting.
Like, he's just saying, like, I would like to be here and help, like, and do my work in exchange for, like, you have to feed me, and, like, he can help with things. He can be convinced to help with things.
Could be.
But, like, if you're like, hey, come man the thing, he's gonna be like, I'm okay, thanks. Like, he's not
like, for
interested in
example-
that.
For example, with what we know, like merfolk should be like skilled fishermen. This is what they eat at 24/7, no?
Exactly, yeah.
So can he
You know
just
what?
fucking once a day go down there, get the catch for the day, come back and like net zero your food because he found it and fed the rest of us? In my way of thinking, I don't know.
Yeah. He could. Yeah. I don't want to lay bare his whole situation, but he is. Yeah.
But a mer person would not be opposed to going out fishing and instead of just getting his catch, getting 4 or 5 times that. I feel like they would be a more successful fisherman than
Like a standard. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm good with him
Angus?
coming. We need +1 research to a boat. That's my vote.
So if I'm counting right, we've got 1 yes, 1 no.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
I was really hoping he'd stay on the island and just do some research for us, but
Are we really gonna come back to this island?
need to collect my dues.
He's gonna come back for that money, son.
15%.
Well, it sounds like for now we've got a tentative agreement that Davos will stay. Rublin approaches you guys on the island. Actually, he doesn't. He only trusts Red River at this point. And he says, I was going to give you guys money to put out an ad in Carlisle's Current, but something done happened to my fucking money, that antler son of a bitch. But if you guys could tell everybody, Barter's Beach ain't nothing without word of mouth, baby. I need you guys to talk it up a storm. Speaking of which, you guys come up with a name yet? I was thinking Barter's Beach. Maybe a sponsorship type thing.
Oh, for the boat?
Or like Rublin's Rest. You know, something cool like that.
Something cool like that, yeah. Yeah.
Name it,
I'm interested
name
in
it
how
the
we would get...
Nodar.
Yeah. I guess just make sure the Nodar. I like that. No, we don't have to come up with a name. I think we need to toss that up for discussion. But yeah, just make sure we got a cut.
I think it has to include the word nanner, just because it's probably the only thing holding this boat together.
This boat is 78% nanner.
It'd be Nanner Island, dude. And people come for a nanner time.
And have you boys decided who's gonna be the captain?
No, we haven't. We've been working on just getting the boat out. I think maybe we do a captain rotation, something like that.
I have put into the chat. Sarah, you open the captain's log, and this is what's written on the first page. Half of it you've seen before, and half of it you haven't. And everyone can see it. In my head, you're all standing around it. But basically, someone needs to be named the captain on this log. Someone needs to be named the first mate, the quartermaster, the bosun, the surgeon, and the master at arms. Each of those are going to be like a subclass that you have that you level up away from your standard class. You guys can obviously talk about it and figure that out. But
Just roll for it. Oh, sorry.
no, yeah, that's totally fine. The last thing is, each of these are going to have specific responsibilities in the game. So,
Let's see.
someone's going to have a map that I've built that we're going to draw. We'll go over that more in the next week. Someone's going to have access to a spreadsheet that I've made for the ship. That's going to be the bosun. The quartermaster's going to be in charge of like navigation, and the rest are pretty. The rest don't have as much homework, but the captain's log person will need to keep a captain's log, not a fully 20-page journal, but they'll need to be the one who's in charge of things. They have the final say. There'll be other things with them going forward that I don't want to spoil. It looks like Swiffer has a boat name idea.
Argana.
Ghana.
Argana.
Forgot Davos.
USS Argana.
Her Majesty's Argana.
Love
You guys are rolling for it? Is that what we decided?
What?
I just
Which one of these?
First, let's look through these.
Which one of these positions can be done from a dinghy?
They could all be negotiated to be dinghy adjacent, except probably the captain probably can't be on a dinghy.
That's fine. Gotta look
I
at
feel like
it.
if anyone, the captain is on the dinghy.
Yeah, the captain is primarily dinghy adjacent. Wow.
Alright, do we want to decide right now? I mean, I feel like we can. I have
Is that a yeah?
If you guys,
So-
I have a final thing to read. This is the end of chapter 1.
Do you prefer we have this like figured out right now?
No, whatever you guys want. You guys can think about it throughout the week.
I was just gonna suggest like Red River as captain, just because you have the. Well, I guess quartermaster's also navigation, but
I'm also good with maps. So we've got 2 people that are good with maps and navigate.
And
Master would be navigation.
just to make it clear, like if you're let's say you're the first mate, and you can also help with navigate. Like you're not. That's not the only person allowed. Yeah, it's just like that's your responsibility. Yeah.
I think we'll think on it.
Yeah.
But I like the suggestions. Yeah.
And I'll have
That's what we do.
stuff ready.
We'll hash that out first thing next time.
Yeah. That's where we'll start. You guys will collect some food from the island, and guys, this is where it's actually gonna start. And I'm very excited.
I like it.
I don't know if everyone
Drew,
did their homework. Yes,
how
Queen.
long were we supposed to stay on the island?
I thought you'd be on the island for 2 hours. Dead ass.
Empire.
No, but yeah, you've got so much more cooking in the oven.
Yeah.
Your relationship with this will be good because you guys can we need to have a final conversation with Rublin to discuss the terms and how this is gonna work.
What is there to discuss? Could be 0 for him if we really wanted it to be.
Ruben could be paying for his own life.
Yeah.
You guys could be coming to collect extortion dues next time you come back.
Exactly. At this point, we're the mob, and he just needs to pay up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I definitely
Action.
fully. You guys have surprised me on every level, but I'm very excited. I can only guess what's gonna happen after this.
Well, you don't even know because we don't even know.
Yeah, I'm very excited. But things are gonna get very interesting very soon. Sweeper is I think the only one who did the homework that I left last week. Sarah, do you remember the homework?
The homework is to find you a sign off.
That's right. Did anyone do it?
No.
No.
Well, that's wrong because Swiffer did. Before we sign out, yes, JP? Are you coming over
Mine
there right
came
now?
to me, I woke up at 2 a.m.
Shit.
and
Whoa.
it came to me in a dream.
It came to her
I have the
in a
notes-
dream.
I have the notes app as proof that I wrote it at 2 a.m. and it kind of doesn't make any sense, but like.
I like it. It does. It's good. It's good. I want to thank, follow us on YouTube at youtube.com/cousinchat. Honorary cousin Adam, thank you for being here. Honorary cousin Kevin. Dishonorary cousin Sarah, thank you for being here. You also want to hashtag subscribe on Twitch. I mixed those two up. You have a question? Drop us an email at cousinchat@protonmail.org. I want to thank 3 people who subscribed this past week. Cherry Rose for something. Thank you so much. Richard Bollins. Keep up the good work. And
That's my dad.
Susan B. Fanthony. Very funny.
Great. That's great.
Luckily, we have a new sign off. Swiffer, go ahead and hit him with that sweet sticky sign off.
Thanks
Jesus.
for joining for the cousin chat. We will see you next time.
Oh,
Chat CC.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's really good.
I was working on something with like a play of our last names.
Go
but
ahead,
I
Sarah.
couldn't-
Oh my
I
god.
couldn't- It was gonna be. Well, it ends up being racist.
That would be insane.
It was because it was gonna be like.
Wait,
your
all of our
dog,
last
be
name?
lawful, Be white. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything.
Well, we almost got away with this one without getting banned.
There we go.
But
Rainbow sponsors.
You heard it here first from Sarah. Let's see if I can get her full screen saying,
There we go.
keep it right and be white.
Yeah.
There you go.
You guys are ridiculous.
Also, we would be excluding 2 last names.
I'm so sorry.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Do we feel like CC is carbon copy for emails?
No.
I always thought it was carbon copy. Is that not right?
Yes.
For
That is
emails.
right.
Yeah.
I also like the C thing just because it's also like we're at C.
Yeah. We're at C. You need to see this. It works on every level.
Yeah, oh. I mean, you guys are finding deeper meaning than I ever did. I'm glad.
Oh shit.
Thank you so much. And one last word from everyone. More eyes or more legs? Sarah, go.
I still
After
say
we stewed on
I.
it.
Sarah goes eyes. Kevin.
It's legs, for sure.
Swiver. Alex. Adam. Oops.
It's eyes.
JP.
He's doing math right now.
Yeah.
MC for the dub.
I'm not changing its leg.
Okay, I'm gonna do the research, and next week you'll find 100 gold for everyone that got. No, that's not true. We'll see you next week on Dragon Ball Z. Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. You were a fucking legend.
Yeah.